Louisiana, Calumet of Missouri, Eolia Landscaping Supply, Hankey Construction, Pogue Ford in Bowling Green, the Bibb Beach Funeral Homes LLC, and Collier Funeral Home, Cellular and Satellite Center, Bowling Green Tractor, Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Bank of Missouri, Kathy Clean, J&D Tire and Auto, Meyer Implement Company, County Market in Louisiana, Craig's Truck and Tractor Service, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, the Bowling Green Insurance Agency, Family Drug in Louisiana, the Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center, by Ingram Plumbing, the Airyback Life Team, Liggins Flooring, Old Tops Pawn Shop, Midwest Pest Professionals, Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, Outlaw Lawn and Landscaping, Pam Todd Watts Realty, People's Bank and Trust, Perkins Electrical Service, Young Enterprises Incorporated, All Parts in Louisiana, Pike County Mutual Insurance, B&B Automotive, Spring Hollow Coffee, the Mercantile Bank of Louisiana, Mike's Tire Service, by Pike County Memorial Hospital, and by Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate. Now, KJFM Radio presents coverage of high school basketball on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. And welcome to the men's semifinals here at the Bowling Green Invitational. Mark Froelich, Jim Ross here in the high school gym, Marianne Everhart down the hall. And we're going to start off the men's semifinals with what could be the game of the tournament between Van Far and Clopton, the 1 versus the 4 seed. And it's a team that Coach Redding said could be the top seed in their district, the Clopton Hawks, depending on which team plays.
That's coach speak.
Yeah?
I always like it when coaches really just tell you what they really think instead of, doing what's politically correct. Van Far's 15-2, and they come in here with quite a nice resume. Clopton's coming on strong. They had a little down stretch during their tournament, actually, ironically enough, and they've kind of got the ship righted. Neither team was challenged in the first round game, and so we'll see who brings their game tonight in this semifinal matchup.
It's a full night of basketball, 2 games from each gym on Eagle 102 and KJFM Eagle102.net. So we'll talk about what's going on where and more about this matchup as we continue with the pregame show on Eagle 102.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Pogue Ford, and Bank of Louisiana.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Abel's Quick Shops introduces the new Shell Fuel Rewards credit cards, now with even more ways to save with 2 great reward programs. Choose the Shell Fuel Rewards card or the Shell Fuel Rewards MasterCard and save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every fill-up, plus rebates on non-fuel purchases. Sign up at shell.us/get rewards from Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Bowling Green Tournament action on Eagle 102 brought to you by Frankfort Farm Supply, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Center Locker Service.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Well, we're going to start it off with the 1-4 matchup between Van Far and Clopton. Then in the high school gym, we'll have the hosts of this tournament and 2nd seed Bowling Green Bobcats taking on Winfield. Over in the other gym, Silex and North Callaway and Ellsbury in Louisiana round out the night. All 4 games either on KJFM Radio or KJFM Eagle102.net. Very good tournament so far. I was, looking at the bracket at the start of the week. I'm like, which games are going to be good, but there's been bright spots, I think, for every team so far in this tournament.
Well, and actually most of the games, at least for a half, have been reasonably close, and then the higher seeded team in the second half showed why they're the higher seed. We haven't had any upsets so far on the boys' side of the bracket as it's gone according to seed. And so you have the 1 and 4 here, and you're right. Coach Redding's right to a point. Clopton early in the season, if you looked at them on paper, you expect them to be a contender for the conference championship, and they may still be because there's still a lot of conference games left to play. But they had that little down stretch right after the Christmas break, and they're trying to recover from that. Had a nice win against North Callaway the other night. I had that game over in the little gym, and that game was close for a half, and then they finally stretched it out in the second half and won by 19. And Van Far with a comfortable win over Silex as well. Silex playing a little short-handed the other night. So it'll be interesting to see how the styles match up. Generally speaking, Van Far likes to go up and down a little bit, and Clopton likes to control tempo. So it's going to be a question of who can flex their muscles, influence what's going to go on in the game, and that team's going to win. Going to probably come out on top.
Van Far talked about matchup problems against Clopton. You always talk about that, but I look at Van Far and you just look. Well, he graduated. They just keep putting a lineup out there that produces wins.
Yeah, but you look at them. The guy that comes to mind for me, of course, Verdell Johnson started. Colin Wilmer, he got a lot of starts last year. But the guy that sticks out for me for Van Far is Sam Middleton. He got a lot of playing time last year, and he, particularly in this tournament last year, made a bunch of big three-point shots and showed that he's got the skills to play at the varsity level. And so they're just replugging. They're reloading in Van Far right now. They're not rebuilding. And unlike, a lot of the schools, we've talked about this at length, actually, a lot of the schools lost their top starters, and some of those schools are struggling right now. Van Far's not one of them.
We'll talk more about the keys to the game from Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in a minute, plus our starting lineups right around the corner on the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show on KJFM.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
It's the new year and a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Coverage of the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102, brought to you by Craig Bowen, CPA, Rose County Mutual Insurance, and County Market in Vandalia.
It's good to aim high, and sports can help children reach their goals. Join Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green and Farm Mutual Insurance in supporting local athletes. Be sure to catch all the action this sports season. Pike County Mutual Insurance salutes young local athletes and wishes them well. And they look forward to protecting these young adults with strong insurance coverage during what is sure to be a bright future. Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
The Eagle 102 keys to the game.
Well, it makes it easy when you're here. I don't have to think too much. What are your keys to the game, Jim?
Well, for Clopton, they've got to control Verdell Johnson. He's going to be the straw that stirs the drink, dictates pace for Van Far, and he's going to be the guy that they've got to have. I kind of think him with the Super Bowl coming up, think about Patrick Mahomes and having a spy on him. They've got to have somebody keeping an eye on Verdell Johnson all the time, because he's the guy that makes things go for Van Far. And on the offensive end, it's going to be interesting to see how Coach Conway wants to play this. Clopton's been challenged shooting from the outside so far this year, and they're going to. I'm going to be really curious to see if he tries to play some sort of zone or matchup man and force Clopton to win this game from out beyond the arc. and prove that they can shoot from the outside. And again, we talked a little bit in the first segment about tempo, who can control the tempo. Clopton's playing very well defensively right now. They really locked down, particularly in the second half. They locked down North Callaway the other night. And if they can play that way defensively and control Verdell, that's going to be to the benefit of the Clopton Hawks.
It's interesting. You look at two guys, one on each side, that played quarterback. Verdell Johnson, they're like a mirror image. Verdell Johnson is a creator on the basketball court, and they plugged him into that role as a quarterback on the football team. And he did what he could because of his athletic ability.
Right.
The other side, you got Sean Yates, who's such a creator on the football field, and it just doesn't translate onto the basketball court as much, where he needs to be more of a just strong presence, pull up and shoot kind of guy.
Well, and if you recall, we talked to Coach Francis about that early on, and that was one of the things he mentioned about Sean is he still had that football mentality and needing to create, whereas on the basketball floor with this group of guys that he's got playing with him, he doesn't necessarily need to do that. Verdell, on the other hand, when he creates, then he creates opportunities for Middleton from the three and for Wilburn inside. And so he's in a position that's a little more natural to him and being able and having the need to create on the basketball floor just like he did on the football field.
We've got our starting lineups coming up from Community State Bank as we continue the Bowling Green Pharmacy Eagle 102 pregame show on KJFM.
Coverage of the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Nutrien Ag Solutions, Hayden Motorsports Center, and Airco Convenience Centers.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green, Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
If you happen to find yourself looking for somewhere new to get your vehicle serviced, Pogue Ford in Bowling Green is here to remind you they can handle all brands of vehicles. However, if you have GM or Chrysler warranty, they will shuttle those to their sister Hannibal locations to make sure your warranty stays intact. Pogue Ford, serving the communities they call home. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green.
Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall. See Mike's Tire and Service Center in Bowling Green for all your automotive and tire needs. Mike's features 24-hour tire service, and when it's time to replace those tires, Mike's has great deals on several brands, ensuring they have the perfect tire for your vehicle. Mike's Tire and Service Center additionally offers alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, struts, state and DOT inspections. Mike's Tire and Service Center, Business 61 North in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
And our starters for this ball game, first for the 4-seed Clopton Hawks. They'll start a junior at 6'1", number 15, Daniel Harvey. 6'2" senior, number 22, Sean Yates does get the start tonight. A 6'2" senior, number 35, Malik McPike. Number 44, a 6'3" junior, Zach Evans. And a 6'5" senior, number 53, Kenan Watts. So again, it's Harvey, Yates, McPike, Evans, and Watts for Coach Tony Francis' Clopton Hawks. For the number 1 seed, Van Far Indians, they're coached by Pat Conaway. And they'll start number 0, a 6' senior, Verdell Johnson. Number 4 gets a start tonight, a 6'3" senior, Colin Wilburn. Number 22, a 5'9" senior, Sam Middleton in the starting 5, as well as a 5'11" senior, number 35, Riley Hansen. And number 40, he's a senior at 5'11" as well, Morgan Slatton. So again, for Van Far, it's Johnson, Wilburn, Middleton, Hansen, and Slatton. And there's your starters for both sides, brought to you by Community State Bank.
Well, what jumps out you at those starting lineups? Both of them are senior-laden teams. A bunch of guys with experience at this level of basketball. They've played in this tournament. This is one of the more prestigious tournaments around the area. Been around for obviously 95 years. And many of the guys and gals that you see in the stands played in this tournament at some point in time during their high school career. So it's a pretty important deal. And having seniors that have been here and done that, if you will, is going to be a positive for both these clubs.
And this has been the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show. Again, 4 games on the schedule tonight. Men's semifinal action from the Bowling Green Invitational, the 95th Bowling Green Invitational, and we'll have tip-off coming up next on KJFM.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank, and Bowling Green Tractor.
People's Bank & Trust mobile banking app gives you the convenience of banking from anywhere. Simply download the free app for your Android or Apple device and get started managing your accounts, transferring funds, paying bills, and depositing checks. People's Bank & Trust online at www.pbtc.net. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
With winter weather upon us, remember one multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your warm, dry place to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green to schedule your appointment and inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Don't let winter stop you from looking ahead to spring. Eolia Landscape Supply knows that fall cleanup is still underway when weather cooperates. Whether it's getting rid of leaves or cutting back shrubs to allow for new growth, Eolia Landscape is also available when you want a new design, fresh mulch, or maybe a new rock bed. They carry several types and sizes of rocks, and they're there to help if you're a do-it-yourselfer or need some assistance. Located at 290 North Old Highway 61 in Eolia. Visit their Facebook page for specials. Let Eolia Landscape Supply and Show Me Landscape Design help meet all your landscaping needs.
Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102 brought to you by Eolia Landscape Company, Crossroads General Store, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Well, sorry, Jason Orr, but the edge in the student section goes to Clopton in this one. I don't think there is a Van Far student section here tonight, and the intro is really low-key for Van Far.
Yeah, it was rather quiet. I think maybe in terms of number of fans, Van Far may have a slight edge, but you're right, student section, it's empty over on the Van Far side.
It definitely is. And now the opening tip between Wilburn and McPike. A few more instructions to both of them, and it's one backward. Will they get it before it goes out of bounds? Yes, they will. Morgan Slatton tracks it down, so Wilburn wins the opening toss, and Van Far with the opening possession. Here's Verdell Johnson for Van Far. Has it knocked away from Sam Middleton. Middleton gets it to Colin Wilburn. Wilburn between the circles over to Sam on the far side. He's going to drive down to the baseline. Now kick it back to Morgan Slatton. Slatton up top for Wilburn, now for Verdell. Verdell comes from the near point to the middle of the floor. Loses control, gets it back. Over to the far side for Riley Hansen. No three opportunity there for him yet, so he kicks it back. Middleton to Slatton at the top of the key.
Good defensive start for the Clopton Hawks. They've cut down on the penetration or stopped the penetration. And we'll see if it continues.
With it, Verdell. Dribble drive to the near side. Now he kicks it out. And a three from Riley Hansen starts the scoring.
That's what we talked about in the pregame. Verdell penetrating and kicking to the three-point shooters.
Yates with it in the backcourt for Clopton. He gets around Middleton across the time stripe. 22 on 22. He gets it to McPike. He comes out of the corner with it over to the far side for Harvey. Harvey drops it off for Evans. Thought about three, kicks it out again. And they'll start over with Yates at the top. To Daniel Harvey. Where's number 15? To Malik McPike. McPike with Verdell Johnson all over him. Tries to go behind the back. Verdell takes it. It's a 2-on-1. Verdell going to take it all the way to the hoop. Now kick it off, and an easy 2 points there for Sam Middleton.
Got to take care of the basketball, that's for sure, especially when turnovers turn into points.
Harvey with it to the far corner for Malik. McPike drops it in. Kenan Watts to the near side. With a pass out to Sean Yates. He'll take it over to Harvey on the far point. Now to McPike, back to Evans. Ball fake to the free throw line. Kicks it out for Yates. He'll try the three, and it rolls through.
Good start for Sean Yates from three. He's had some challenges from deep. And that's what the Hawks look for at the start of this game.
Van Far gets it across the line. Verdell Johnson. He's going to drive. Float one through the lane from about 8 foot out. Dropped it short. Now we've got a tie-up. Jump ball arrow favors Clopton.
Well, Verdell, again, penetrated, but rather than trying to kick it out, was defended well as Yates is guarding him. Yates usually does guard the top offensive player for each team. And Verdell, instead of kicking it out, took an ill-advised shot that time.
Now a tip and almost a steal. Clopton lucky to still have possession. To the near side for Evans. He drives baseline. We're going to have a blocking foul on Colin Wilburn. First foul for either side.
Not bad defense by Wilburn. Maybe about a half step late that time. Got whistled for his first foul.
We saw a game where he scored 25 at Silex earlier this season. So he can put points on the board, but he's going to stay out of foul trouble. McPike hit the floor, got back up and has the ball. Tries to go baseline. Over Slatton. Bounced off him, actually, and put his first two in.
Good jump stop that time to avoid the charge.
Back the other way, we're going to have a foul on Kenan Watts. As Van Far got it up the floor quickly, and Colin Wilburn is going to head to the line.
First free throws of the night for either club, but, that's what we talked about again. It's about tempo in this game, and Van Far's going to push the tempo, and they beat everybody down the floor that time.
I'd like to see Colin have a nice night from the free throw line.
Not exactly what you start. Off the glass, a 360 and out. Bank is closed for Van Far right at the moment.
Well, it's like 5:30. They're all closed, aren't they?
Around here they are for sure.
Second shot for Colin, and that one is good. 1 of 2 for Wilburn.
First sub of the night, Aiden Lawrence comes in, and Slatton will take a seat.
Yates in a double team in the backcourt. Gets it to Evans near the line. He crosses. I like that two-man pressure. At least makes Clopton think in the backcourt. Here's Yates. Working against Middleton. Up top now for Evans. Fake the three. Comes to the near side for Daniel Harvey. Harvey back up top for Evans. Now to Yates. McPike with it in front of the Van Far bench. Corner for Harvey. Harvey makes a move. He's deep under the basket. Stretches that arm out and gets one to go.
Good move that time by Harvey. Gives Clopton their first lead.
Back the other way. A little dump off last second, and it goes off of Wilburn's hands and taken by Harvey. Chance for Clopton to extend that lead. Harvey trying to go coast to coast, and we're going to have a foul as he drove on number 24, Aiden Lawrence.
Clopton got a break there as Harvey lost control of the ball on his way into the paint.
Riley Walker comes into the ball game along with Jared Hain. I guess Hain decided 13 wasn't a lucky number, switched to 40.
It would seem that way.
Now another foul. Is that going to go on Wilburn?
I believe they called it.
No, on Verdell.
Verdell.
So Malik will go to the line, and his first shot is good.
Clopton was really, really good from the free throw line the other night against North Callaway. I think they only missed 4 free throws. There was something like 16 for 20 or 18 for 22, something like that.
Well, they start 2 for 2. Verdell, long pass to get it into the front court for Sam Middleton. Middleton to the near side for Hanson. Hanson thought about 3. McPike came out to defend. Now to Verdell on the far point. Works backwards past Harvey. Free throw line, kicks it near side. Here's Hanson again for 3, and that one's just off the mark. Rebound tipped up in the air and taken by Malik McPike. Good fight for these rebounds to the near side. Here's Hain for 3. That one's short. Rebound Verdell. He's going one-on-one against Harvey now. Changes directions, reverse layup, can't get it to stick, and McPike the rebound. Pace picking up here in this men's semifinal.
But Coach Tony France is screaming, slow it down. They don't want to get in an up and down game with the Indians, I don't believe.
Here's Hain to the near side for Walker. Walker now for Evans. McPike deep in the corner with it. Comes to the basket, and he drops it in.
He's got 6. He's doing it for the Hawks here in early going.
The seas just parted there, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Hansen going to try the pull-up 3. That one's short. Rebound, Lawrence. His shot's no good. Van Far struggling right now from the field.
McPike back on the boards.
Evans and they're going to say it's a charge?
They are. A little bit of a break there for Van Far as Wilburn was underneath the basket. The old saying is you got to defend the basket. The only thing you can do underneath the basket is get it out from the net after it goes through.
Latrell right into the ball game for Van Far. Sean Yates returns. Zach Evans will sit. Here's Aiden Lawrence. Gives it off for right. Through Middleton to the near side for Vernell Johnson. Johnson back up top to Middleton. Middleton. Kind of an awkward shot. And another rebound for Malik McPike. Up to Daniel Harvey. Harvey drops it to the corner. Now back up top for Hain. Hain to Yates. Yates to the near side for Walker. Walker goes over to Daniel Harvey. Harvey, a little ball fake. Now has it go off his foot out of bounds. Back to Van Far.
Second turnover of the game. Van Far in a man-to-man, and they're trying to jump and trap whenever they get a chance. And Clopton's been wary of it and able to move the ball quickly to stay out of the double team.
And if you get Van Far moving off their feet, it opens up a lot of possibilities.
Both teams just playing in-your-face man-to-man, though.
Here's Vernell up top for Middleton. Turns, shoots the 3. Oh, man, splashes that one home. And that kind of stops the bleeding a little bit there for Van Far as Clopton had put together a run. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one, too. Minute 41 to go in the first quarter. This is the Bowling Green Invitational on KJFM Radio.
Coverage of the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102. Brought to you by All-American Pumping and Drain, Pike County Title Company, and Carol Rose's Bridal.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
We had a little delay after the timeout. I think they were moving water bottles back or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they were. I thought maybe somebody had blood on them, but I think you're right. I think they were just cleaning up some water.
After the timeout, it's Clopton ball. Here's Yates working against Middleton. To the near side for Malik McPike. McPike, center of the lane, gets it to Walker. What a pass and what a finish by Riley Walker.
I'm not sure Walker was really expecting it, but he was able to handle a short, quick pass and shot the layup.
With the hair flowing behind him. It's Latrell right for Van Far. To Middleton. Middleton back to Latrell on the near point to Vernell Johnson. Ran into Verlin Johnson up at Palmyra last week. Doing well.
He's at school somewhere, or
I believe so. I think he's running track. Vernell Johnson to the near side. Here's Lawrence off the mark for 3. Long rebound. Goes to the floor. Riley Walker picks it up. Stolen back. Here's Colin Wilburn. He rushes through traffic and can't get the layup to fall.
It's no space for the weak in the paint right now.
No.
If you're going to go in there, you better get your man shorts on.
29 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Mark Ronick, Jim Ross here in the high school gym. Marianne Everhart in the middle school gym. We'll check the game down the hall here as we go. Harvey with 20 seconds to go. Gives up his dribble, now gives up the ball. Up top for Jared Hain. Hain back to Harvey, down to 13 seconds. Drops it off for Riley Walker. Walker to the far side for Hain. Down to 8 on the clock. To Zach Evans. Evans goes off the glass. No good. kicks it back instead of going to the hoop. And right before the buzzer, another shot by Yates from just inside the free throw line is no good. We played 8 minutes here in the semifinals of the Bowling Green Invitational, and it's Clopton leading Van Far, the 4 seed leading the 1 seed 13-9 on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102 brought to you by Pepsi Refreshment Services, Cole Chiropractic Center, and Twin City Bowl.
Hi folks, this is Eric Schaefer. With sports season upon us, be treated like the pros. If your athlete has experienced an injury during a game or practice, let our experienced sports medicine team at Pike County Memorial Hospital Physical Therapy Department get them back to play. We have 2 locations to better serve our community. Pike County Memorial Hospital Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine in Louisiana and Bowling Green. Pike County Memorial Hospital. Community owned, nationally known.
Let Bowling Green Insurance be your crop insurance specialist. Bowling Green Insurance Agency and NAU Country Insurance Company provides farmers with superior crop insurance protection and the fast, friendly service their customers deserve. Call Fred Carlson or Jackie Mayer at 573-324-CROP or stop by their office at 310 Business Highway 61 South, Bowling Green, to discuss a protection plan that is right for your farming operation. NAU Country Insurance Company and Bowling Green Insurance are an equal opportunity provider.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Bib Beach and Collier Funeral Homes in Liggins Flooring.
Start of the second quarter here from the championship semifinals of the Bowling Green Invitational. Van Far with the ball. After the short break, up top slant to Vernell Johnson. Johnson, free throw line, kicks it down. Wilburn, it was in front of him just a little bit. He loses it out of bounds, and it goes back to Clopton with 7:45 to go in the half.
Just the second turnover of the game for the Indians.
Over in the middle school gym, it's North Callaway leading Silex in the second quarter, 15-11. In the backcourt, Yates having trouble, gets it off to McPike. McPike crossover. Gets it across the line against Verdell Johnson to Daniel Harvey on the far side. Up top now for Evans. To Harvey. Daniel Harvey, free throw line, spins, kicks it back. Here's Evans for 3. That one's short, and the rebound tipped up in the air a couple of times, and finally corralled by Kenan Watts, then knocked out of bounds by Daniel Harvey. It'll stay with the Indians with 7:14 to go in the half.
Watts active on the glass that time, kept the ball alive, but the Hawks weren't able to corral it before it went out of bounds.
Here's Verdell Johnson. Bounce pass for Colin Wilburn. Wilburn up top for Middleton. Middleton over to the far side, Verdell Johnson. Johnson, crossover. Will do a little fadeaway. Got it to stick on the back iron and fall down.
Almost pinched right on the heel, but fell in.
Ball gets away, and we're going to have a foul against the Indians near midcourt.
Riley Hansen will pick up his first. The team's 4th.
6:50 to play here in the first half. 13-11, Clopton leads Van Far from the Bowling Green Invitational on KJFM. Here's Yates kicking it off. He could have gone up with that one. Gives it to McPike. His shot is short in heavy traffic, and the rebound pulled down by the Indians. Here's Verdell Johnson. Kicks it back, slanting to the near side for Middleton. Harvey out to defend. Here's Verdell. Went to the free throw line, then drops back between the circles. Eyes wide open, looking for something, looking for a seam. Kicks it out. Here's Hansen for 3 from the near corner. That one's good. Van Far back ahead.
Hansen's second three-pointer of the game. He's got 6, and Van Far retakes the lead at 14-13.
2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Over to the far side for Kenan Watts. Watts gives it back to Yates. Yates goes to the hoop, too hard off the glass. Gets his own rebound, and he's fouled.
Gave a little ball fake after he got that rebound. Got the Van Far guys in the air, and they're going to whistle the foul on Sam Middleton. His first, team 6th. One of the traits of Pat Conaway's teams over the years, they've been pretty successful, is to not put the other team on the line very much and get to the line yourself. However, Clopton's going to shoot some free throws here in this second quarter.
And they are now, as a team, 4 for 4, as Yates hits them both to put Clopton back ahead by a point. Bounce pass to the far side for Middleton as Van Far sets the offense to Verdell Johnson. Loses it off his hip momentarily, picks it back up. He'll take the three, and that one is off the support
tape,
whatever that is.
We just talked about that while we were sitting here watching the girls practice. Might add that they've changed the team fouls to just 5 on Van Far, so they'll need 2 more before Clopton shoots free throws.
Oh, and a steal almost, but Middleton going to pick up a personal.
That'll be his second, too.
Back-to-back fouls.
That looked pretty clean. That was the old definition of picking your pockets, what that was.
Made it look so easy. There must have been a foul, right?
I guess that's right.
Latrell Wright replaces Sam Middleton. And he works against Sean Yates. To Daniel Harvey. Harvey lobs it to the free throw line for Evans. Back to Harvey. He'll try the three, and that one is long. Rebound comes all the way back to Harvey. Now picked up by Verdell. 1-on-3. He goes, scoops it to the hoop. No. Got his own rebound. Trying to find some space. Gets it out to Riley Hansen. He's got time for that three. It's off the mark. But Colin Wilburn there for the rebound. To Verdell. He'll try the three from the far side. It rims out. This time the rebound picked up by Malik McPike.
Rapid fire by Van Far.
Yet they still trail 15-14 here in the second quarter. We've played 3 minutes. Here's Evans. To the near side for Harvey. Harvey lobs it to Evans. He goes off the glass hard and off balance for a score.
Nice give and go there. Evans with his first bucket of the night.
Quickly the other way. Here's Verdell. Too hard off the glass. And again, Clopton with the rebound. They're owning the boards right now. Harvey almost lost it from behind, and we're going to have a foul. Daniel Harvey will head to the stripe.
And get Hansen, that'll be his second as well, and that's who it's on. So a little early foul trouble mounting here for Van Far.
North Callaway has extended their lead to 6 at 17-11 in the second quarter over Silex, and that first free throw is good for Harvey.
Walker returns for Clopton, as well as Lawrence for Van Far.
One more shot. And that one is good.
They continue the good free throw shooting from the other night as Jared Hain will return. Harvey will sit down and get a rest. Lead is 5, matching the biggest of the game at 19-14 for the Hawks.
Here's Verdell Johnson. Crossing the line to Latrell Wright with a long pass. Back to Aiden Lawrence. Lawrence to the near side for Verdell. Up top, Riley Hansen. He's going to drive. Spins. Center of the lane. Scores and is fouled. Took a while to go down.
Couple of bounces on the back of the rim before it drops. Foul's going to go on Malik McPike, his first, team's third.
Yeah, we're about 10 fouls behind the pace here between these two teams.
Another made free throw for Riley Hansen, or his first. He's having a good first half as he's got 9 of the 17.
McPike comes to the top of the key. Pass for Yates, now for Evans. He loves that pump fake three, doesn't he?
Shot fake, as Coach Bobby Knight used to call it when he was on the air.
And the three from the corner is good for Yates.
Nice little step back look. Second three-ball for Yates. He's got 8 in the game. And the lead now 22-17. And
now a travel on Verdell. Harvey back in the ball game for Yates. Is that something to keep him from getting too high or something? You know, we've seen it a couple times, a big three, and then they're subbed out.
I don't know. To me, it's odd because why take the hot hand out of the game, right?
Yep. Watts at the top. Not Watts, but Hain. Now Evans with it, working against Wilburn. To Harvey. Harvey bounce pass down to Riley Walker. He kicks it out. Evans open for the three. He'll try it. It's long. And the rebound pulled down by Lawrence for Van Far. Head to right. And tripping up Wilburn was Evans, and there's no call. Wilburn went sprawling down the floor. Evans caught the open pass. Here's Walker. He goes down, and we're going to have a travel called. That might be the makeup call there.
Well, it's like, the wide receivers get their feet tangled up in football. It's an incidental contact.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, that's what they would tell you.
Over to the far side for Middleton, back to Lawrence. Ooh, he almost drugged the foot to the near side for Latrell Wright. Wright has his pass tipped. He was trying to hit Colin Wilburn.
And Pike, who's back in the game, gets his hand on it. 2:32 to play here in the half. 22-17, Hawks on top.
Here's Hanson with it for the Indians. Moves it to the far side for Aiden Lawrence in his bright orange shoes. Hanson near corner. He comes out with the pass to Middleton for three. It misses everything, goes out of bounds, back to Van Far.
Middleton more of a spot-up shooter, generally speaking. He was on the move that time to his left and didn't draw any iron.
2:13 to play in the first half. Here's Yates with it in the backcourt. Middleton out to defend. Gets across the line to Daniel Harvey. Harvey back up top for Malik McPike. McPike. Stop, start. Now Harvey. And he traveled.
That he did. Fourth turnover. 4 turnovers each, actually.
That's one of those that the defense was right behind him. He was going to use them for a little leverage, and the defense fell off. There was no leverage there, yeah.
Exactly. That usually happens to big, clumsy guys, not a guard.
Yeah. Long pass, and it's knocked away from Verdell. Not quite an alley-oop, but it would have been a alley layup, I guess.
McPike read that as we got bodies on the floor, and what's the foul going to be on?
They're going to call a block on Wilburn.
And that'll be his second. Team's 8th, and so Clopton will shoot free throws for this last 1 minute and 37 seconds.
They've got the little sweat mops, but they're out there with towels.
Oh, it's sitting over there. It's not manned by the junior high basketball player like we've talked about.
Yeah. They've got one at each end.
We mentioned that at the Clopton tournament, and lo and behold, the next game, there they were.
Yeah.
Maybe the faithful from Bowling Green are listening as well.
And here's Yates. He can't hit the front half. And the rebound out, a long one to Aiden Lawrence. Here's Verdell Johnson with it. Verdell tried to float one up. It was blocked by Sean Yates. Yates gets it ahead to McPike. He lays it off the glass and in.
Clopton beats Van Far down the floor that time.
Minute to go here in the second quarter, and again, Clopton put together a little run. Here's a three from the top, no good. Wright the rebound, tries to go back up with it. Kind of wild. Lawrence follows, and he gets the bucket.
Aiden's first points of the night.
Now Harvey with it in front of the Van Far bench. Back up top through Hain to Walker. Now McPike with it. Pull up. Jumper is good.
Woo. Nice little step back J by Malik. And it's back to a 7-point lead.
He's having himself a nice first half.
Yes, he is.
And away from the ball, we're going to have another foul on Harvey.
Is it on Harvey or is it going to be on Walker? It's going to be Walker.
All right. I'm just dyslexic, that's all.
It happens. Be glad you're dyslexic and not losing your mind like me.
I make excuses for what I know the real problem is. Here is a three off the inbound, no good, over everything for Verdell.
He hadn't found the range from distance yet.
Watts kicks it back. Here's Harvey over to the far side for Hayne, now for McPike. He gets a little push off, takes the three, and nails it.
Woo, at the buzzer.
We played two here from the semifinals of the Bowling Green Invitational, and it's Clopton up by 10 on Banfar, 29-19 on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 Halftime Report is coming up, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Bowling Green Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bouquet Florist, Elisha Koenig, Remax Realty Shop Agent, and Orff Construction.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer, along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Halftime Report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
2 quarters in the books here in the high school gym, and it's Clopton leading Banfar by 10, 29-19. But if you think this is going to be a 10 or more point game at the end, I think you'd be sadly mistaken.
Well, it's kind of interesting the way that half played out. Clopton was controlling the tempo like they wanted to. And the score, you know, it was 23-19, 23-7, 22-17, I think, a 5-point lead. And then all of a sudden, they found opportunities for breaks, a turnover here, a long missed shot, and they run up and down and hit a three at the end, and all of a sudden it's a 10-point game. So even though 29 points in the first half would seem like the pace was a little quicker than Clopton liked, it really wasn't. They controlled the pace of this game. Banfar, even though they hit 3 3-pointers, they shot a lot of threes that didn't find the mark, and as a result, they've got their work cut out for them in the second half.
Looking at scoring through 2 quarters for Banfar, a point for Colin Wilburn. That's he needs to get it going down low, but they got to get him the room to get the ball. 2 points for Verdell Johnson, 2 points for Aiden Lawrence, 5 for Sam Middleton, 9 for Riley Hansen. On the Clopton side, 2 points for Riley Walker, 2 points for Zach Evans, 4 for Daniel Harvey, 8 for Sean Yates, and 13 for Malik McPike through 2 quarters.
Hawks were 6 for 7 from the free throw line. Banfar 2 for 3. Banfar turned it over 6 times. Clopton turned it over 4. 10 is the biggest lead of the game by either team. Banfar led by 3 early, and the Hawks lead at 29-19 as we're at half of the first semifinal game.
North Callaway leading Silex 19-13 at half in the middle school gym, the consolation semifinals. Our second game tonight, Bowling Green and Winfield, here from the high school gym in Ellsbury in Louisiana, in the second consolation semi here on KJFM. 29-19 after 2. We'll talk more about this one between the Hawks and the Indians after this as we continue the Cellular and Satellite Center halftime report on Eagle 102.
Coverage of the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Mick Mailer & Sons Backhoe Service, Bud Jones Towing and Recovery, and Advanced Eye Care.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer, along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services. Bank on your own terms with Freedom checking from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Home data rates may apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom checking from Bank of Louisiana.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Brown's Processing, Craig's Truck and Tractor, and Old Tops Pawn Shop.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Halftime Report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
2 quarters in the books here from the high school gym. Mark Tronick, Jim Ross here with Clopton and Van Farm. Marianne Eberhardt down the hall watching bringing you the North Callaway Silex game. That's also at the half. And through 2 quarters, Clopton looks very Van Farm-like in their approach against the Indians.
Well, and they've played well defensively. Malik McPike's had a big first half with 13 points and a boatload of rebounds, especially on the defensive end of the floor, and he's been able to control Verdell. I mean, we talked in the pregame about how Verdell kind of makes is the straw that stirs the drink for Van Far, and actually Sean Yates is guarding him. I think I said McPike. Yates has been able to keep him under control. He made a couple nice penetration moves and got Hansen open for a three. But as a general rule, they've done a good job on him, and Johnson's only scored 2 points in the first half. So you take a look at the lead as 10 for Clopton, but if you're Van Far, you've got Johnson and Wilburn have scored 3 points between the two of them, so you got to figure that's not going to hold for the rest of the game.
And correct me if I'm way off base here, but Malik McPike, he's kind of the X factor for Clopton. If he gets in a game where his style isn't meshing with what the refs are looking for, and he gets called for a couple of fouls early and kind of gets frustrated on how to change his approach, then Clopton's going to have a hard night. He's been able to do Malik McPike things out there through the first 2 quarters and has had a big first half.
Yeah, the flow and the pace of this game fit right into his style of play. And Clopton only had 3 fouls the entire first half, so nobody in foul trouble, while Van Far's got Wilburn, Middleton, and Hansen all with 2. Each of them spent some time on the bench due to that foul trouble. So they'll get them back in full force as we start the second half. And the big thing is that Clopton will have the ball to start the second half. You want to try and get a good defensive stop here, do the Indians, and then try and score on your first possession and try and turn the tide in this game.
Second half of this ball game is coming up. It's Clopton at 29, Van Far 19, and this is the 95th Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102 brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix, Kearns Construction, and Jim Harton and Sue Bowen, financial advisors with Ameriprise Financial Services.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Coverage of the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Prairie's Edge Garden Center and Ann Lane Boutique.
The Mercantile Bank in Louisiana says now's the time to sign up for online banking and bill pay. With online banking, you can bank day or night from your home, office, or anywhere with internet access. Check account balances, view checks, and much more. Stop in today to learn more at the Mercantile Bank, downtown Louisiana. Your hometown bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Air Evac, Spring Hollow Coffee, and J&D Tire and Auto.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Warm-ups complete. We're ready for the third quarter here in this first of two championship semifinals in this 95th Bowling Green Invitational, oldest tournament in the state of Missouri.
Yeah, I heard Coach Matt Chance on the air on the morning show a couple days ago. They were talking about that a little bit, and Monroe City actually moved the time of their tournament up to before this one. It's actually the first weekend in December, I believe, every year. And so they might lay claim to being the oldest due to the month-and-a-half difference in the start of the tournaments. But
yeah, I think Bowling Green, was it before the new year before, and then they moved it after to the new year?
Yeah,
there was some
semantics.
semantics.
Yeah, the moving around of the tournaments. I'm not sure that what maybe Monroe City had a year in there that they didn't have a tournament, because I've heard people say that the 95th, the longest continuous tournament. So there's a lot of stories. You know how it goes.
Uh-huh. It's all about bravado, right?
And perspective.
Yeah. Here's Yates with it to open the second half for Clopton to the near side for Daniel Harvey. Harvey, he's going to drive baseline, then puts it off of Wilburn out of bounds. And we're underway in quarter number 3.
Looks like the original starters back in the game for both clubs.
Here's McPike. Little room opens up. He gets it to Watt. His jumper's short, but Evans in for the rebound. And the shot from up top is no good. Watts another rebound. His putback is good. Kenan Watts.
Clopton doing a great job on the boards, picking up where they left off in the first half, and the lead grows to 12.
Kenan Watts' first 2 points in this ball game. Here's Riley Hansen. Out top to Wilburn. Wilburn over to Hansen. And to Morgan Slatton. Slatton to the near side now for Sam Middleton. Middleton gets it to Verdell. He comes out with the pass around to Hansen on the far side. Hansen back up top. Here's Verdell. Pull up 3. That one goes. Fortunate.
Hit the front of the rim and rolled over.
Quickly the other way. Here's Evans to the basket and in.
Clopton doing Van Far things, as you said during the halftime show.
Yeah, you got that big 3, but we put points right back on the board, keep it above 10. 11-point Clopton advantage. Here's Verdell. To Morgan Slatton. Over to the far side now for Sam Middleton. Middleton. Almost picked. It is picked by Malik McPike. He goes to the hoop against Hansen. Can't hit the layup. And back the other way are the Indians. Hansen hits the floor. No call. He's a little banged up. Van Far gets the basket, and the whistle blows as it looks like he may have got a little stinger there on his hip.
Yeah, he fell on his hip. I don't think there was anything intentional going on. He bumped into, not even sure who it was from Clopton as they were running down the floor, and he took a spill. Middleton made the bucket, by the way, and it's a 33-24 game, back under 10 for Van Far as they trail with 6:06 to play here in the third. Into the game is Latrell Wright for Van Far.
And Riley's going to go to the locker room. I'm not sure if he had a previous issue or what, but Coach Redding sent him to the locker room. Little floater of a pass down to Malik McPike. McPike goes off the glass and in. Boy, he had some English on that one.
Yes, he did. Put a little side spin on it, hit the glass, and spun right to the hoop. And it's back to an 11-point lead.
15 points for Malik McPike. Here's Wilburn. He goes off the glass hard and a foul. Colin Wilburn with the bucket.
Got Watts pinned on his outside hip that time. Got a good pass to the inside and was able to convert the bucket. And the foul will go against Kenan Watts, his second.
Colin 1 of 2 shooting free throws so far in this game.
A lot of conversation going on between the officials and the Van Far bench. Not sure what they're looking at this point.
Well, the referee pointed to both benches.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Not sure what that was all about. They're looking at the scorebook, too. I think maybe you might have been checking with both scores to figure something out.
Free throw is long, tipped up in the air, and again, it's Malik McPike coming away with it.
We need our on-the-floor reporter, Holly Rowe, right? Check that out for us.
I guess I could call April.
Or April Fronick. There you go. Our Holly Rowe, April Fronick.
Baseline. McPike gave up his dribble. Got a pass back to Evans. He'll take a three. High arcing it in.
Good rotation that time by Zach Evans. He's got 5.5, 7 for the game, and the lead is back to 12.
Here's Latrell Wright on the far point. Looking for a little space. Gives it off to Wilburn. Now for Vernell Johnson. Johnson. He'll take the three. Rims out. Rebound. Wright had it. Watts took it away. Boy, he was fighting in there, wasn't he?
Just out-muscled Vanfar that time.
Evans to the hoop and in.
Vanfar may need a timeout. They trail by 14.
I like that shot by Evans. The layup really wasn't there, so you just laid it up and over the defense.
Now we've got a whistle away from the ball. Is that going to be on Watts? If it is, that's going to be his third. He and Lawrence, or Wilburn, depending on who's in there. Wilburn this time. They've been mixing it up in there quite a bit as Hain will return, as will Walker. McPike takes a seat along with Watts for the Hawks.
Off the inbound. That shot no good for Colin Wilburn. Rebound Riley Walker, and Evans ahead of the pack again. He goes to the hoop and easy two rolls around and down.
And so what has happened? There's that timeout we were talking about. 42-26.
Clopton doing everything they want to do right now against Vanfar here in the third quarter from the Bowling Green Invitational on KJFM.
Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102 brought to you by Frankfurt Farm Supply, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Center Locker Service. Abel's Quick Shops introduces the new Shell Fuel Rewards credit cards, now with even more ways to save with two great reward programs. Choose the Shell Fuel Rewards card or the Shell Fuel Rewards MasterCard and save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every fill-up, plus rebates on non-fuel purchases. Sign up at shell.us/get rewards from Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Eolia Landscaping Supply, Meyer Implement, and Calumet of Missouri.
All right, before we went to break, you were making a point.
Clopton beating Vanfar at their game. Man, they're taking opportunity for the break, and when it's there, they take it. Evans has shot, 2 or 3 layups in a row on the break and stretched this lead out to 16.
Up top, here's Wright for three. That one's short, and the rebound again pulled down by Evans with Walker flying toward the wall. Long pass ahead, here's Yates, and he carried it.
Yes, he did. He has a tendency to get close to doing that quite often, actually, particularly when he's bringing the ball up the court against pressure. He'll take a seat, and McPike will return for the Hawks.
Vernell Johnson up the floor, and a quick conversation between Coach Francis and Sean Yates. Latrell Wright to the near side. Sam Middleton gives it to Wilburn. Wilburn found a little room and able to sneak it over the rim for 2 points.
Aptly put, just crawled over the front of the rim.
Out of the corner with it is Hain. Hain gives it off to Malik McPike. McPike circles that ball around in the air. Now gets it to the near side for Hain. Into the corner now, Evans. Evans dribbles out, couple of spins, and a bucket.
Wow, Evans has got 8-11 in the quarter, 13 for the game.
I think he's taken over.
It would seem that way.
Out high is Wilburn. Has Wright behind him. All his focus is to this side of the floor, and he gets it to Vernell Johnson.
Clopton just playing in-your-face defense right now.
Vernell over to the corner. Here's Latrell Wright for three. That one off the mark, and it's all threes, all one and done right now for Vanfar.
And bodies all over the place. Walker with Middleton and Wilburn. And Wilburn's going to hop up. Kind of looked like he might have had a pain while he was down on the ground, but no foul on the play on the loose ball. And Clopton will get it back.
That guy's arm could fall off, and he'll still get up and walk back down the floor. Wilburn's a warrior.
He's going to need to be in this final 10 minutes and 47 seconds of this game.
Evans makes a little room and another 2 points. This is the shooting I've expected from Zach Evans all year long.
Well, he's getting out in space and having some room, and it's working for him. He's been really good taking it to the hole.
Burdell and a foul. They said it was on the floor.
Believe they're going to get Walker. Be his second. Team's third. No team fouls on Van Far thus far in the first part of this third quarter.
Well, they haven't tried that yet. Maybe they ought to commit a few fouls. See if that'll slow down this Clopton attack. Reverse layup, blocked out of bounds, but a foul whistled on Kenan Watts.
And that's going to be 4 on Watts. It looked like a pretty good block from our angle as Wilburn tried to shoot a reverse layup, and Watts was there waiting for him.
Just 3.
Oh, just 3. Huh, they must have changed one on me.
And the shot goes off the glass and in.
I bet that's what they were at the score table talking about a while ago, because that was after Watts' previous foul.
Second shot is good as well.
3 for 4 from the free throw line for Colin Wilburn.
2:16 to go in the third quarter now. 46-30 is the Clopton lead. Trapped in the backcourt is Yates. Got a pass off to Evans, now ahead. Off the glass and in. Jared Haynes' first 2 points tonight. 48-30.
Biggest lead of the game at 18.
And now Verdell called for a charge.
That'll be his second, and things not going Van Far's way. The top seed in big trouble here in the 95th Annual Bowling Green Invitational.
You know, just looking at the bracket initially, I thought 4 was a curious seed for Clopton.
Well, but you think about it, you know, they got beat by the 3 seed Winfield in their home tournament at home.
Yeah.
Bowling Green's playing at home, so, you know, they always play well in the Bowling Green tournament. And Van Far comes in at 14-2 to start this tournament. So, yeah, the top 4 teams are 4 quality teams in this boys' side of the bracket for sure.
And records can be deceiving.
That is a fact.
Across the line, because Clopton's played in a lot of shootouts and had a lot of action before Christmas, too. Here's McPike from the baseline, off the glass and in.
Van Far doesn't have an answer for the Clopton Hawks right now. They trail by 20. It's a rout.
Out top for Verdell Johnson. Johnson pulls up and gets that one to rattle home. Verdell, 7 points in the ball game, 5 here in the half. Slowly across the line is Evans, between the legs dribble against Wilburn. Keeps it going now to Walker in the corner. Walker moves past Slatton. 2 Van Far players trip over each other. They get it out top, and there's a short 3-ball attempt for McPike, and the rebound picked up by the smallest man on the floor, Latrell Wright. Near side, here's a 3 from Middleton. It's offline, and on the rebound, it looked like Wilburn's arm was pinned by Sean Yates.
I told you in the first half, if you want to go in the paint tonight, put your man britches on, because it's no spot for the meek.
50.3 seconds to go in the third quarter, 50-32. Clopton leads Van Far on Eagle 102. Here's Wilburn, baseline. Trying to find a little bit of room. Yes, and a foul.
Foul will be on Walker, and I believe that'll be his third. the 6th-team foul, so Van Far are in a position where they want to be going into this fourth quarter as they'll shoot free throws the rest of the way.
You know, Wilburn starting to heat up. Misses this free throw, and the rebound pulled down by Yates. I wouldn't be too secure with the 16-point lead right now.
I would not either. We saw what Missouri and Georgia did the other night.
Coming out of the corner, Hain gets it to Walker, now for Evans. They're going to play for the last shot. They're going to wait too long?
Well, that's generally the MO of these high school teams. They should start at 10, but they're not going to have to wait now.
To the hoop is Sean Yates for 2 more. 10 for Shawnee Yates. Ball taken away by Yates. Here's Hain down to 1 second. The buzzer beater attempt from half court goes over the backboard, and we head to the fourth with Clopton up 52-34 on Van Far from the semifinals of the 95th Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Coverage of the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102, brought to you by Craig Bowen, CPA, Rose County Mutual Insurance, and County Market in Vandalia.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
It's good to aim high, and sports can help children reach their goals. Join Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green and Farm Mutual Insurance in supporting local athletes. Be sure to catch all the action this sports season. Pike County Mutual Insurance salutes young local athletes and wishes them well. And they look forward to protecting these young adults with strong insurance coverage during what is sure to be a bright future. Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Hinky Construction, Midwest Pest Professionals, and Perkins Electrical Service.
Silex still up big here in this semifinal over Van Far. Our score going to the fourth, 52-34. Over in the other gym, it's North Callaway. Their lead is dwindling on Silex in the fourth quarter. It's 36-31 over there.
Well, Van Far's got to have something positive happen early in this quarter to stem this tide of Clopton. But when you're playing defense as good as Clopton is right now, the challenge is great.
Middleton with the ball over to Wright on the far side. Wright goes to work. Nothing in the corner for him. So he gets it back to Verdell. Now for Sam Middleton. The three is offline, and another one and done. And a failed three-pointer for the Indians.
And McPike there for another rebound for the Hawks.
Here's Evans. Good spin move. Got the feet moving a little bit, but he scores.
Actually, good defense that time by Wilburn, but a nice drop-step move by Evans. And when the lead's back to 20.
Latrell Wright with it on the far side. Kicks it out. Here's Middleton, another three. That one does rattle home.
They haven't shot the ball well from deep so far tonight for Van Far. We'll see if they can heat up here in the fourth.
Coming out of the corner with it is Hain to Evans. Now to McPike. McPike to the near corner for Harvey. And a offensive foul called against Harvey.
Be his first. Team's seventh non-shooting foul is offensive player control foul.
Bowling Green fans playing good defense on me. I was having trouble seeing the play there.
There you go. You got to have your head on the swivel, even up here.
Up top for Middleton. Sam. Bounce pass back to Wilburn. Wilburn to the near side for Wright. He'll try the three. It's short. Long rebound picked up by Jared Hain. Hain going to go all the way to the hoop himself. He stripped of the ball, got the loose ball back. Kicks it out to Harvey. Now for Evans. Ball fake. And to McPike. Bowling Green and Winfield from the high school gym next. Ellsbury and Louisiana next in the middle school gym. Semifinals of this Bowling Green Invitational. From the baseline, hitting the side of the backboard is McPike. And the rebound pulled away by Aiden Lawrence for the Indians. Middleton trying to go coast to coast. Floats it over the defense, but a foul whistled on Harvey. That'll send Sam Middleton to the line.
Points with no time running off the clock. That would be Van Far's friend here in the fourth quarter.
Well, they're going to have to do something quick to get back into this ball game. They need to run a run to start now. First shot's good. Clopton led 13-9 after one, 29-19 at the break, and 52-34 after three.
23-15 scoring advantage for the Hawks in that third quarter.
Second shot is good as well. Slatton comes back in, and he'll defend the inbound pass after that made free throw. Here's Yates across the line with some speed to the near side for Evans. Kicks it back to Harvey. Harvey to Watts. Now to Evans to a streaking Sean Yates for two.
Running that shuffle cut offense, and it's worked to perfection.
12 points now for Sean Yates. And we're down to 5:43 to go in regulation. Clopton up big. Here's Wilburn with it for the Indians. Hands it off for Dell Johnson. Johnson all the way to the baseline. Finds some contact. No call. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Indians with 5:23 to play in the fourth. 56-39. Clopton leads Van Far on KJFM. Mark Bronick, Jim Ross. They get it in. Off the glass and good for Morgan Slatton. His first 2 points tonight.
The old pick-the-picker inbounds play worked perfection.
Down to Harvey, and another charge called on Harvey.
His third. 56-41. A little nervousness from the Clopton fans down below us here.
The inbounds rolls for a bit to gain a second or two. We're already to that point, 3 minutes into the fourth, and now there's going to be a foul on Johnson.
Yes, it was.
He got tangled up with Daniel Harvey.
Still 5:04 to play. 56-41. Clopton still leads.
Yates in a double team in the backcourt. Didn't look nervous at all. Now the ball is intercepted by Vernell Johnson. Johnson gets to the hoop, can't get it to go, but he will head to the line.
He'll get 2 shots. Clopton playing a little tentatively. Got to do what got you here. You know, that's the biggest problem you see. And we've got a timeout on the floor.
4:52 to play in the fourth, 56-41. Clopton leads Van Far from the Bowling Green Invitational on KJFM.
Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102 brought to you by Eolia Landscape Company, Crossroads General Store, and Lynn's Heritage House. If you happen to find yourself looking for somewhere new to get your vehicle serviced, Pogue Ford in Bowling Green is here to remind you they can handle all brands of vehicles. However, if you have GM or Chrysler warranty, they will shuttle those to their sister Hannibal locations to make sure your warranty stays intact. Pogue Ford, serving the communities they call home. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green.
Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall. See Mike's Tire and Service Center in Bowling Green for all your automotive and tire needs. Mike's features 24-hour tire service, and when it's time to replace those tires, Mike's has great deals on several brands, ensuring they have the perfect tire for your vehicle. Mike's Tire and Service Center additionally offers alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, struts, state and DOT inspections. Mike's Tire and Service Center, Business 61 North in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Outlaw Lawn and Landscaping, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Twin Pike Family YMCA.
Fourth quarter, 4:52 remaining, 56-41. Clopton leading. And Vernell Johnson at the line for Van Far. He hits the first. 6 points in the half, 8 in the game for Burdell. And the second shot is good as well. And Aiden Lawrence back in for Morgan Slatton.
Full court pressure. Straight up man, all 10 players in the backcourt.
Lead is 13. Here comes Harvey across the line to Evans. No. And the rebound pulled down by Verdell. Here come the Indians. Johnson. No. They needed those points right there. McPike the rebound to Evans, and he's going to weave out and slow this down a little bit.
And they don't, even with a big lead, they don't want to get into that game.
To the near side. Here's McPike working against Lawrence, center of the lane. And, he hooked him and moved past, and a foul whistled on Malik McPike, his third.
Clopton's done a great job in this game of taking advantage of the break when it was there, but they don't want to get in an up-and-down game even this late in the fourth quarter.
Down to about 4 minutes left, up 13. Lead's been as large as 20, correct?
That is correct.
Down to Wilburn. Wilburn and out of bounds.
Dribbled on the inline, yep. Third turnover of the half, 9th in the game, so not really both teams are taking care of the basketball.
Walker, little pump fake, now gives it to Yates on the inbound, back to Riley Walker. Walker going to go to his dribble, now flip it out to Evans near the center stripe. Zach will sashay across the line into the center circle. Bounce pass for Daniel Harvey. Harvey to the near side for Yates. Sean Yates. Back to Daniel Harvey. Harvey for Yates again. Running clock here.
Clock is their friend.
Over to Evans on the far point. Corner for Malik McPike. McPike gives it back to Evans. Zach for Malik again. Out to Yates. Yates to McPike. Now to Harvey in the corner. Back up top and a foul away from the ball.
Away from the ball, but they've still got, that's just the third team foul. And so a lot of fouls to give here for Van Far before they can send Clopton to the free throw line.
It is the third on Sam Middleton. And they get it in. To the corner, 1-on-3. And a timeout taken by the Hawks with 3:18 to go in the fourth. 56-43. Clopton leading Van Far from the Bowling Green Invitational on KJFM.
Coverage of the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Nutrien Ag Solutions, Hayden Motorsports Center, and Airco Convenience Centers.
People's Bank and Trust mobile banking app gives you the convenience of banking from anywhere. Simply download the free app for your Android or Apple device and get started managing your accounts, transferring funds, paying bills, and depositing checks. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pam Todd Watts Realty, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, and All Parts.
3:18 to go in this ball game, at least in regulation. If Van Far wants it to go any further, they're going to have to score some points in a hurry. They trail by 13, and they're on the defensive side of the ball right now against Clopton, who's set to run some clock. Out of the corner, they get it to Riley Walker. He's bopped on the head.
Or swatted from behind by Middleton. It goes out of bounds back to the Hawks.
Down to 3:13 left. Evans to inbound again. And they'll go out to Malik McPike. He puts those 18-foot arms up in the air and grabs that ball. Now the ball goes out of bounds. Heavy contact.
Got a choice there. You want to call a foul, or do you want to just give Van Far the ball back?
And they'll roll it up the floor. Clock won't start until he picks up the ball. He doesn't until it goes across half court. Every second counts, right? Here's a long three. It was too long. It drops about a foot short and out of bounds. Back to Clopton.
Yeah, you probably need to put a defender up there to keep Van Far from doing that. Just make him pick it up and nothing else. You don't necessarily need to guard him. Just the threat of the guard would do that.
Harvey has it stolen by Wilburn. Here's Collin to the hoop. 2 steps and a bucket. Timeout taken by the Indians after the basket by Collin Wilburn. That's a Euro step and a half. 56-45. Clopton leads from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Coverage of the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102, brought to you by All-American Pumping and Drain, Pike County Title Company, and Carol Rose's Bridal.
With winter weather upon us, remember one multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your warm, dry place to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green to schedule your appointment and inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Don't let winter stop you from looking ahead to spring. Eolia Landscape Supply knows that fall cleanup is still underway when weather cooperates. Whether it's getting rid of leaves or cutting back shrubs to allow for new growth, Eolia Landscape is also available when you want a new design, fresh mulch, or maybe a new rock bed. They carry several types and sizes of rocks, and they're there to help if you're a do-it-yourselfer or need some assistance. Located at 290 North Old Highway 61 in Eolia. Visit their Facebook page for specials. Let Eolia Landscape Supply and Show Me Landscape Design help meet all your landscaping needs.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and Kathy Clean.
Clopton with the ball. Yates across the line with speed. Trying to get it back to Evans, and it's tipped and taken away by Van Far. They go to the hoop. Middleton off the glass and in. Sam Middleton. And this is a 9-point game. Boy, Coach Conaway wanted the ball back there.
Intensity's picked up, lead down to 9. The first time it's been under double digits for quite some time.
Since the first half. And a 5-second, or did they get the timeout? They got the timeout called before the 5-second call. 2:30 to play, 56-47. Clopton leads Van Far from the Bowling Green Invitational on KJFM.
Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pepsi Refreshment Services, Cole Chiropractic Center, and Twin City Bowl.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Rawls County Mutual Insurance, Orff Construction, and B&B Automotive.
Broadcasting from the Family Drug Booth, it's the Eagle 102 Game of the Week.
Fourth quarter, 2:30 to go. McPike with it off the inbound play. They got it in this time and get it to Evans. Good touch pass down low now. Riley Walker can't get it to fall. The rebound pulled down by Morgan Slatton for the Indians. Can they get it even closer here? They kick it back out. Middleton, free throw line, and a foul, a blocking foul going to be called. Is that going to be on Harvey?
I believe they may have got McPike. And
for either of them, it's their fourth. It's Malik's.
Middleton back to the line to score some points without the clock running. 10 is the team foul, so double bonus for the Indians.
I said what, at 16 points. Don't get too comfortable.
Right.
And now Clopton might want to get a little nervous.
It is correct. Still 2:10, a lot of time to go in this game. Now, it's a ball game. It's back to a ball game.
Over in the other gym, North Callaway has stretched it to 11 at 55-44 over Silex. They're in the fourth quarter there as well. Slatton checks out. Lorantz back in. That's kind of an offense-defense situation there. Evans gets it in to McPike. Goes to the floor. And what do we have? What do we have?
Should have a jump ball.
Tie up. The arrow favors the Hawks this time with 2:07 to play.
Well, what was a somewhat lackadaisical, kind of peaceful, quiet 3.5 quarters is turned into an intense finish to this basketball game.
Well, now they got the trainers from Pike County Memorial Hospital working the
there you go
sweat mop.
Hey, he can tape ankles. He can use the mop. Multi-talented from PCMH.
Coach Chance was out there doing it earlier. Here's Evans trying to find somebody. Gets it to Harvey. Harvey moves past Sam Middleton to the near side for Sean Yates. Yates trying to find some room over to the far side or between the circles for Evans. Now to Harvey. Daniel Harvey kicks it near side. Riley Walker gave up his dribble, now gets it to Sean Yates. Yates trying to find his way to the basket. Reverse layup, no, but a foul will send Sean Yates to the line.
Let's see if the Hawks can continue their toward free throw shooting. This will be the first trip to the free throw line for Clopton in the second half, however.
You're absolutely right there. Second trip to the line in the game for Sean Yates.
Down to 1:42 to play in the ball game.
And the first shot for Yates rims out. His first miss tonight.
Watts and Hain return. Walker and McPike will take a seat for the Hawks. McPike with 4 fouls. No offense or defense, or defense maybe for offense substitution.
Second shot is good for Yates, so the lead is 8. Excuse me. That's right. Burnell down to the baseline. He gets the bucket on the putback. 57-51. And after the inbound, Wilburn hits the floor. They're going to call him for the block.
Well, they can still take chances on defense. Ken Van Fars, that's just the 15th foul, so they got one more to give. So go after the ball, and if you foul, don't worry about it as long as it's not in the act of shooting.
With it is Hain. And another foul whistled. This one's going to be on Lawrence, I believe.
Well, they had him in a double team right here below us. Really didn't need the foul because he was in no man's land. But the foul will give the Hawks life, and we'll shoot free throws from here on out.
Harvey to inbound. Lobs it out for Jared Hain. Hain gets it to Yates. Hands it now to McPike. Gets it back. On the baseline, he's trapped momentarily. Gets it back to McPike. Now to Evans. Minute 5 to go. Evans to the hoop. He scores.
All night in the second half. He's gone to the bucket. He's got 17 in the second half, 19 for the game.
And the shot for 3 is no good for Burnell. Evans the tipped rebound. And a foul whistled on Middleton. That's his 4th. Excuse me. Yeah, they did give it to Sam. Evans at the line. And the shot is good. 60-51. And he earns the second free throw. Everybody on board now? And the second shot is no good. Latrell Wright the rebound. Hands it back door to Burnell Johnson. Johnson dumps it off. Wilburn got it to sneak over. 2 more points for Colin Wilburn, and the ball out of bounds. And they're going to say last touch, Daniel Harvey. It's going to go back to Van Far.
7th turnover of the half, 11th for the game for the Hawks.
Back up top, through slant to the far side, Burdell Johnson. Down to 30 seconds to go. He'll take the three. He'll drain the three. Burnell Johnson and a timeout on the floor. 30.1 seconds to go. It's a 4-point ball game. Clopton 60, Van Far 56 from the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bouquet Florist, Elisha Koenig, Remax Realty Shop Agent, and Orf Construction.
Hi, folks. This is Eric Schaefer. With sports season upon us, be treated like the pros. If your athlete has experienced an injury during a game or practice, let our experienced sports medicine team at Pike County Memorial Hospital Physical Therapy Department get them back to play. We have 2 locations to better serve our community. Pike County Memorial Hospital Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine in Louisiana and Bowling Green. Pike County Memorial Hospital. Community owned, nationally known.
Let Bowling Green Insurance be your crop insurance specialist. Bowling Green Insurance Agency and NAU Country Insurance Company provides farmers with superior crop insurance protection and the fast, friendly service their customers deserve. Call Fred Carlson or Jackie Mayer at 573-324-CROP or stop by their office at 310 Business Highway 61 South, Bowling Green, to discuss a protection plan that is right for your farming operation. NAU Country Insurance Company and Bowling Green Insurance are an equal opportunity provider.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate and the Twin Pike Family YMCA.
It's a 4-point ball game. Clopton's led by as many as 20. Van Far has come back here in the 4th. Is it too little, too late? They still trail by 4. They need a steal on this inbound. 30 seconds remaining. They get it in to McPike, and he's fouled by Verdell. That's going to be the 4th on Johnson. 28.4 on the clock.
Send McPike to the free throw line. He's 2 for 2 in the first half. First trip to the stripe here in the second. And he'll get 2 shots. Or check that, 1-1.
First one's no good. Rebound tipped out. Vernell got it. And a foul whistled on Yates.
His second, and that's what the doctor ordered for Van Far, is now they get to shoot free throws and try and score some more points without the clock running. We talked at half about Wilburn and Johnson only having 3 points between the two of them. They've got 22 between the two of them in the second half.
Pretty good half. And he gets the first one to fall. It's a 3-point game.
1 possession game. Oh my, who'd have thought it? In the 4th quarter, they were down by 16.
I think we talked about this scenario playing out at halftime.
Yes, sir.
The lead for Clopton down to 2. 25.6 seconds to go. 60-58 is the Clopton lead. Again, they have to get it in.
You try and steal the inbounds, and if you don't, you foul immediately.
There's the foul.
There it is.
Lawrence picks it up. His 3rd. And McPike going back to the line. He just missed the front half.
And still just a 1-on-1, as that's the 9th team foul.
Over in the middle school gym. The second game getting ready to begin, as Silex was down by North Callaway. And he hits the first. Back to a 3-point advantage for the Hawks.
This is the big one here to make it a 2-possession game.
Malik McPike with 23.4 seconds to go. Nails. Absolutely nails it. And here's Verdell down to 20 seconds to Aiden Lawrence. Latrell Wright. And that's off the hands of Lawrence, out of bounds. Turnover, and Coach Pat Conaway drops to his knees.
That may seal the deal for the Hawks.
12.1 seconds to go.
About the only thing you couldn't have by Van Far was a turnover in that situation, and that's exactly what the Hawks got.
62-58 Clopton. They just have to get it in. Clock running. And there's the foul. But we're down to 7.7, and McPike going to the line for 2 more.
It seems like they want to try and foul McPike, as they passed on a foul when Evans had it and when Yates had it, which burned up another 5 or 6 seconds off the clock.
which Yates is just 2 of 5 from the line tonight.
McPike is, 5 for 6? 4 for 5, actually. Now 5 for 6.
And this ball game, all done but the crying.
Good free throw shooting in the final seconds by Malik McPike to seal the deal for the Hawks, although he misses that one.
Desperation three, no good. Fought for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, but that's it. The ball game is over. Clopton wins this one 63 to 58 over Van Far. The 1 seed will drop into the 3rd place game here in the 95th Bowling Green Invitational. Congratulations to Coach Tony Francis and the Hawks. They're playing in the big game on Saturday night here from the 95th Bowling Green Invitational. We got Bowling Green and Winfield coming up after the postgame show, which is next on KJFM.
Coverage of the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102 is brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe Service, Bud Jones Towing and Recovery, and Advanced Eye Care.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Time for the Eagle 102 postgame show, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Well, Clopton may have led by as many as 20, but it was a battle in the end, and the Hawks hold on to beat Van Far 63-58 in this one. How'd they do it, Jim Ross?
Well, you know, they did what sometimes you don't like having done to you what you do, and that's exactly what Clopton did to Van Far in the first 3.5 quarters of this game. They played great defense, took advantage when they had the opportunity for a break. Zach Evans, I think, shot 3 layups in a row in consecutive possessions. But then down the stretch, all of a sudden, Clopton kind of looked like they were playing not to lose. And we all know what happens then. Boy, you start freaking out a little bit. The press worked. The Hawks had 7 turnovers in that second half, and that let Van Far get back in the basketball game, and they shot really, really good from the charity stripe, did the Indians, and made a game of it. And then what sealed the deal was a turnover in the last 10 seconds to go. I think it was 7.7 they fouled, so about 10 seconds to go. Van Far had a chance to tie the game and turned it over, and that was all she wrote.
Yep. Our final 63-58. Clopton moves into the championship game to take on either Bowling Green or Winfield. Van Far will take on the loser of that game in the 3rd place game Saturday at 5:30. How about some final scoring numbers?
A lot of guys in double figures for both clubs. Let's take a look at the victorious Hawks. Malik McPike led them with 20, 18 for Zach Evans, 13 for Sean Yates, 4 for Daniel Harvey, and 2 each for Jared Hain, Riley Walker, and Kenan Watts. The Hawks were 12 for 15 from the free throw line. Or check that, 11 for 15 from the free throw line. They led by as many as 20, as you said, and they turned it over 11 times in the game. For the Indians, they were led by Verdell Johnson with 16, 15 for Sam Middleton, 13 for Colin Wilburn. Riley Hansen with 9, and I believe we did not see him in the second half. He took a tumble early in the 3rd quarter and did not return. And then 2 each for Aiden Lawrence and Morgan Slatton. Van Far was 12 for 15 from the free throw line. They turned it over 10 times. Their only lead was by 3. That was early on, and they were never ever able to catch up and retake the lead. So good free throw shooting by both teams. They both pretty well took care of the basketball with 11 and 10 turnovers each, and it turned out to what we thought might be a blowout. Turned out to be a really good basketball game.
63-58 is our final here from the semifinals of this Bowling Green Invitational. We've got Bowling Green and Winfield coming up, the 2-3 matchup to see who takes on Clopton for the championship on Saturday. It's coming up next. This has been the Eagle 102 postgame show. And we'll brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, and we'll have that game for you next on KJFM.
From KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, this is Eagle 102, broadcasting 24/7, 365. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102.
High school basketball is on the air. Eagle 102 sports coverage of high school hoops is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Bank of Louisiana, Calumet of Missouri, Eolia Landscaping Supply, Hankey Construction, Pogue Ford in Bowling Green, the Bibb Beach Funeral Homes LLC, and Collier Funeral Home, Cellular and Satellite Center, Bowling Green Tractor, Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Bank of Missouri, Kathy Clean, J&D Tire and Auto, Meyer Implement Company, County Market in Louisiana, Craig's Truck and Tractor Service, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, the Bowling Green Insurance Agency, Family Drug in Louisiana, the Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center, by Ingram Plumbing, the Airyback Life Team, Liggins Flooring, Old Tops Pawn Shop, Midwest Pest Professionals, Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, Outlaw Lawn and Landscaping, Pam Todd Watts Realty, People's Bank and Trust, Perkins Electrical Service, Young Enterprises Incorporated, All Parts in Louisiana, Pike County Mutual Insurance, B&B Automotive, Spring Hollow Coffee, the Mercantile Bank of Louisiana, Mike's Tire Service, by Pike County Memorial Hospital, and by Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate. Now, KJFM Radio presents coverage of high school basketball on your area sports leader, Eagle 102.
Welcome back to the 95th Annual Bowling Green Invitational. And if you're just joining us, we've had a major upset as the number 1 seed Van Far Indians go down to the Clopton Hawks, the 4 seed, 63-58. The second semifinal in the championship bracket is about to take place as the Bowling Green Bobcats, the home Cats, will take on the Winfield Warriors, the 2 and 3 seeds. And over in the middle school gym, the Ellsbury Indians and Louisiana Bulldogs will square off in the consolation semifinal.
So North Callaway defeated Silex in the first consolation semi. So 2 games in the books, 2 yet to go. And that Ellsbury, Louisiana one should be pretty interesting.
It should be. And, of course, I don't know what the status of Washington is for Louisiana. He got hurt in the game against Winfield the other night, so I don't know if he's playing. If he's not, that'll hurt Louisiana. But we should have another good basketball game here in this championship semifinal between the Bobcats and the Warriors, and we'll be back to set it up for you after this on Eagle 102.
Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer, along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Home data rates may apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Bowling Green and Winfield, a 2-3 matchup in this Bowling Green Invitational to see who takes on the 4-seed Clopton for the tournament crown coming up on Saturday night. And Bowling Green, boy, they look good in the opening round of this tournament in that win over Ellsbury.
Yes, they did, and these teams are kind of mirror images of each other. They've got guys that can shoot it. They got guards that can handle it, and they both got somebody inside that can move around and cause problems for the other team. Winfield made it to the championship game of the Clopton tournament and got beat fairly handily by one of the best teams in the area, Monroe City. And Clopton, or check that, Bowling Green coming off a tough loss at Montgomery County a week ago Tuesday night, and then they had the whole week off until they played this past Tuesday in the opening round game. As Mark told you, they seem to have their ship righted as they played very well in that first round game.
And they've got their coach back tonight.
Yeah. Coach McCann got a little time off. He was in timeout for one game.
But I tell you what, Coach Early did a good job. Coach Craig Smith backed him up as the assistant for that ball game. And what did Josh say? Coach McCann gave me the keys. I'm not gonna wreck a car, and that's what happened. They look good. They did what they needed to do against an Ellsbury team that's in a full-on rebuild.
They are 64-37 was the score of that game. Winfield got past Louisiana 67-49. So pretty similar scores in those two first-round game matchups, and I would expect, again, you get into the tempo thing. It all depends how Coach McCann wants to play this. Winfield's going to want to go up and down if they can. Bowling Green's been known to control tempo. However, they have the athletes to go up and down if they want. We'll just have to see how Coach McCann decides to play it here tonight.
Well, we'll look further into that with our keys to the game from Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate when we come back on the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show.
The Mercantile Bank in Louisiana says now's the time to sign up for online banking and bill pay. With online banking, you can bank day or night from your home, office, or anywhere with internet access. Check account balances, view checks, and much more. Stop in today to learn more at the Mercantile Bank, downtown Louisiana. Your hometown bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
It's the new year and a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwallader, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate, loving our small town life.
The Eagle 102 keys to the game.
Well, I see the cheer squad for Bowling Green's been in your closet as they're all wearing Cardinal jerseys. So they've have you checked your closet lately? You may be missing a jersey or two.
Well, I know I don't have an Isringhausen in there. I do appreciate that there's a couple of Bob Gibson jerseys down there.
So, bunch of old ones. Gibson, Zupan. Zupan, he's a name from the
old Soupy, yeah.
Pujols.
I'm guessing they raided some parents' closet.
I'm guessing that's
maybe
right.
their grandpas. I don't know.
I'm guessing that's right.
You know, I was across the street when Jeff Suppan hit that home run in the league championship series.
Nice
that year, and we just opened the doors to the hotel and listened to the crowd and the fireworks of that one. We could hear that first before it came on the TV that we were watching the game on.
Keys to this game, well, I guess the big key for me, Mark, is which Bowling Green team shows up. if it's a good Bowling Green team, they will have a successful night. If it's not, they're going to be in trouble because Winfield, as we've said, they're no slouches. Both teams with similar records. Winfield at 10-5, Bowling Green at 10-6. So they've kind of been down similar paths. Both teams have played in 2 tournaments, and of course, as we said, Winfield made it to the championship game down at Clopton. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. The age-old story of take care of the basketball and make your free throws will come into play here as well. We're glad to have you with us. Jim Ross, Mark Froelich here from the high school gym. Mary Ann's over at the middle school. And we'll have the starting lineups after this on Eagle 102.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Marshall Chevrolet, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Oh, boy. We have the national anthem coming up after a happy birthday to Coach Kerry Bibb. And now the national anthem. We'll have our starting lineups after this on Eagle 102.
Abel's Quick Shops introduces the new Shell Fuel Rewards credit cards, now with even more ways to save with 2 great reward programs. Choose the Shell Fuel Rewards card or the Shell Fuel Rewards MasterCard and save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every fill-up, plus rebates on non-fuel purchases. Sign up at shell.us/get-rewards from Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
It's good to aim high, and sports can help children reach their goals. Join Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green and Farm Mutual Insurance in supporting local athletes. Be sure to catch all the action this sports season. Pike County Mutual Insurance salutes young local athletes and wishes them well. And they look forward to protecting these young adults with strong insurance coverage during what is sure to be a bright future. Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green.
If you happen to find yourself looking for somewhere new to get your vehicle serviced, Pogue Ford in Bowling Green is here to remind you they can handle all brands of vehicles. However, if you have GM or Chrysler warranty, they will shuttle those to their sister Hannibal locations to make sure your warranty stays intact. Pogue Ford, serving the communities they call home. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starting lineups first for the Winfield Warriors. They're the 3 seed in this tournament. They're coached by Brian Kime. They'll start a 5'6" senior, number 10, Bryant Reeves. Number 12 gets to start a 5'8" sophomore, DJ Gillespie. Number 22, a 6'1" senior, Charlie Rhodes. Number 44, a 6'3" junior, Cannon Schutte. And number 52, a 6'1" junior, Greg Penrod. So again, it's Reeves, Gillespie, Rhodes, Schutte, and Penrod for the Winfield Warriors. And now for the Bowling Green Bobcats, they're coached by Brandon McCann. They'll start a 6' senior, or excuse me, a 6' junior, number 1, Michael Starks. Number 5 gets the start tonight, 6'3" senior, Austin Callahan. Number 23, a 6'2" senior, Cameron Worley. Number 32, a 6' senior, Gavin Dieters. And number 35, a 6'4" senior, George Niemeyer. So again, it's Starks, Callahan, Worley, Dieters, and Niemeyer.
Again, lots of experienced players on both teams playing in this game, and we've talked throughout the year about what happens to Bowling Green teams during this tournament. They seem to get supercharged, which would perfect case in point would be the girls last night for Bowling Green as they upset in a minor upset over the 2-seed Ellsbury Indians. They make it to the championship game tomorrow night against the Clopton Lady Hawks. Let's see if the men's version of the Bobcats can follow suit here in this semifinal game as the pep band fires up the fight song. Bowling Green in their home white jerseys with red numbers, black letters, and black trim. Winfield in their road reds with white numbers and black trim. So a lot of red, white, and black on the floor. Officiating crew is out of the Columbia Officials Association, so we don't see these gentlemen hardly ever. They don't come this way except for during the tournament. And we're about ready to go. If you're listening to us on the radio, Bowling Green will move from your right to your left on your radio dial in this first half. Got friends outside the area, KJFM, Eagle102.net. You can listen to it or watch it actually on our website. We're ready to go as Niemeyer and Rhodes jump center and Bowling Green controls it. Ward is going to take it to the hoop right off the bat. A teardrop from the baseline is no good, and it goes off of Winfield back to Bowling Green. It hit nothing, and that's the hardest kind of ball to control for the defenders because they expect it to hit the rim. So,
well, you saw Niemeyer had to pick up the opening tip off the floor, too.
Yeah.
So a couple of weird bounces to start this one.
A little give and go on the pick and roll. Worley to Niemeyer, and he'll shoot the layup, and we're underway here with scoring as the Cats jump on top. A little token man-to-man pressure by Bowling Green. Reeves in the backcourt for Winfield. He's a little pesky guy. He's one of those players, if he's on your team, you love him. If he's on the other team, you can't stand him. And he'll start it off with a three from the left wing, and it's good. Bryant Reeves gives Winfield their first lead at 3-2. It's like Bowling Green's going to want to slow things down, run the half-court offense. Winfield in a man-to-man defense. Worley on the left wing now. Outside the arc, skips to the right side to Dieters. Dieters, he can penetrate and does. Up off the glass, no good. Loose ball rebound is going to be saved in by Rhodes, but Worley gets it, hands it to Niemeyer. Count the bucket and the foul. So 2 assists for Worley, 2 buckets for Niemeyer, and he'll get a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play here with the bucket and the foul. The foul will go against Reeves, his first, and the first team foul on either club.
Got a nice two-hand shove right to the middle of the back, didn't he?
Can't get the first free throw to go. So it's a 4-3 lead for the Cats. We've played about 40 seconds. Well, actually, a minute and 40 seconds. In the corner now to Rhodes. He'll penetrate in the paint. That's what he does. Up off the glass and good. Came all the way across the paint that time. Nobody stopped the basketball. And he'll score the right-handed layup from the left corner. And it's a 5-4 lead for the Warriors. Dieters on a pick and roll with Callahan. Hands it off to Starks. He'll slow things down. Now to Dieters. Dieters penetrates to the right elbow into the paint. His shot swatted away by Schutte. And then we have a charging foul, I believe is what they'll call, after the ball was gone. And I believe that is what they called on Dieters. His first. As silence falls over the crowd and the officials having trouble figuring out which guy it was.
Which, if you can't figure out which guy it was,
he's looking for the for the player. It's 32 White. And they're still having a little conversation about it. Just buzz up here to the replay booth and we'll tell you exactly what happens. So Winfield has it in the front court now, leading by 1 with 6 minutes to play. Gillespie, you got to keep an eye on him. He can shoot the three. Reeves now gets it to Schutte. Schutte on the right block, goes up. His shot in and out good. He rattled around, tried to roll out, but it fell. And it's a 7-4 lead for Winfield. Back come the Cats. Worley on the right wing. He'll pull up for 3. Off the back heel, no good. And Penrod with the long rebound for Winfield. Winfield has got a pretty solid club, and they'll go about 7 deep in the scheme of the game, in the flow of the game. They work it around against this defense. Schutte now has it in the mid-block area. Skips it corner to Gillespie. He'll fire the 3 from the left corner. It's long, no good. Starks with the rebound for Bowling. He'll look to push the pace right up the sideline here in front of us. to the elbow, down the paint, and he runs right over the top of Penrod again. Yes, it is. So Greg Penrod's picked up 2 offensive fouls here in the first 3 minutes of this basketball game.
He knows how to take a charge, doesn't he?
That is for sure. He's a pretty good sized lad, too, to be falling on the ground like that. Usually the big guys don't like doing that. Gets the full court pressure, no problem for the Warriors. They'll get it to Rhodes. He'll pop the 3. It's an air ball from the left wing. Starks grabs the loose ball. To Worley into the front court, up the right sideline now, drives to the short corner. Still has his dribble. And kicks it back out to Starks with 4:55 to play in the first. They trail by 3, 7-4. Into the paint now is Callahan. He'll hand it back to Dieters. Dieters still with his dribble around the left corner. Nothing doing there. His shot's short. He passes it, or Winfield now ahead to Schutte. He's going to put it up off the glass and good. Schutte caught the ball about half court, acted like he really didn't want it, then decided to take it to the bucket and scored the layup, and it's a 5-point lead, the biggest of the game so far for either club. Dieters to the left elbow, kicks in the corner to Starks. His 3 balls on the way. It's long, no good. Dieters with the long rebound for Bowling Green. He'll back up and reset things now between the circles. Hands it to Worley on the right wing. He'll dribble and start the weave. Callahan's going to stop and pop from the wing. It's no good. Another rebound by Dieters. They're great on the offensive glass so far. He puts it up and scores. Gavin Dieters with his first bucket, and it's a 9-6 lead for Winfield. Reeves into the front court for the Warriors. To Gillespie right over in front of the Bowling Green bench. Now to Penrod. Outside the arc, they'll reset it to Reeves now. Left wing to Gillespie. Gillespie gets it to Penrod in the mid-block area, and he's going to be whistled for the charge. He's taken 2, and now he's given 1 as Callahan was man enough to stand in there and took a hard hit, actually. And he'll pick up the offensive foul as Wilder makes his first entry into the game. Seth. And Penrod will take a seat along with Cole Sams. Sams played very well the other night in their first-round game against Louisiana. Worley now to Callahan, head of the key. To Niemeyer. Niemeyer outside the arc, tries to force it into the paint, but it's deflected. It was out of bounds, they say, off of Winfield. Bowling Green will have it underneath their own hoop right side of the paint. 3:25 to play here in the first. 3-point lead for Winfield. On the inbounds, Worley takes it in the corner, penetrates in, drops it off to Callahan. His shot from block rolls around and goes down. Austin Callahan with a bucket. So 3 players for each club in the scoring column. And it's a 9-8 lead for Winfield. Wilder with it now. He's a wiry player. You got to watch him. Scrappy as well. He'll get in there and mix it up with you. Hands it off back to Reeves. He'll reset it between the circles now. Just under 3 minutes to play in the first. Sams throws it inside to Schutte. It's too tall for him, so the first turnover of the game for Winfield will give Louisiana the ball back and a chance to retake the lead. Up off the bench is Nolan Rikers. Well, they don't let him come in.
Nope.
They blew the horn. Let's play on. Bowling Green into the front court now. Starks hands it to Worley. Worley looks for the shuffle cut to Dieters outside the arc. He'll drop it inside on the pick and roll. Niemeyer, he can't get it to go. Short off the front rim. Winfield on the move now to the offensive end. Reeves in the far corner to Rhodes. He'll shoot a deep 3. Back the rim, no good. Rebounds loose. Bodies jumping all over. And Callahan comes out of the pack with it. He'll hand it back to Starks, and he'll slow things down for the Warriors. There's 3 players off the bench for Winfield. They've only got 9 dressed tonight. Long 3-pointer, and it hits that retaining tape or whatever it is off the fingers of Worley from 3. And it'll go back to Winfield. Austin Carson coming in for the first time. Gillespie returns as, who else came in? There's a third one. Wilder, Gillespie, Rikers, Sams. Winfield on the offensive end with 2 minutes to play in the quarter. They work it around the horn against this man-to-man defense. Rikers at the head of the key. He'll fire a 3. Back the rim, no good. Rebound by Wilder. He throws it out to Gillespie. It goes through his hands, and he was in the backcourt when he touched it. And the turnover will give it back to Bowling Green. 1:54 to play here in the first. 9-8. Winfield on top. Winner to the championship game against the Clopton Hawks, who upset Banfar in the first game of the night. Worley with it on the left wing now, head of the key to Dieters. He's going to fire a three from about 22. It's no good, and Callahan's going to be whistled for an over-the-back foul. As we saw in the first game, Mark, if you want to play in the paint tonight with this set of officials, you need to man up because they're letting you bang. I kind of like it that way personally.
Unless you're flying in from the outside, and then you're going to get a charge.
Players will tell you whether they like the way the game's officiated or not. You didn't see any complaining in that first game, and you haven't seen any this game either. They would rather mix it up a little bit than have a bunch of whistles. So with 1:25 to play, Winfield back with the possession on the offensive end. Wilder tries to throw it inside. It's out of bounds, but saved in by Carson to Sams. He tries to throw it underneath. It's stolen by Worley. Winfield was intent on turning that over, and now we're going to have a foul on Carson as Worley tried to pass it ahead into the front court, but Carson got some arm, and Worley's pass was errant due to that fact. And Deontay Fleming will come in for Callahan for the Cats. Down to 1:13 to play here in the first. Winfield still playing a sagging man-to-man defense. Fleming gets it now well outside the arc. Right side now to Starks. Head of the key to Worley. He'll penetrate down the left lane. He goes up, and we've got a whistle, and what are we going to have? A traveling violation is the call. The defender, I think it may have been Carson, looked like he got his hands in there on it. And that Worley took an extra step. And the first turnover on Bowling Green will give it back to Winfield under a minute to play here in the first. DJ Gillespie into the front court, and he's tripped up by Niemeyer. No foul. It goes out of bounds.
What's that incidental contact?
Incidental contact with the feet, yeah. That was a little different in that the ball carrier or ball handler had it, unlike the play in the first game where it was two guys going down the court. So no whistle, and the turnover gives it back to Bowling Green. We're down to 40 seconds. Worley's going to take it to the hole, up off the glass, and no good. Rebounds loose on the floor. Who's going to come away with it? It's going to be Starks. He'll put it off the glass. It won't go. Fleming with the rebound. Down to 30 seconds to play in the first. Back to Dieters. Will they play for one? Coach Brandon McCann shouting instructions to his troops. Worley now on the weave with Starks. Starks with the left hand to the left elbow. Hands it to Fleming. Fleming now gives it to Dieters. Dieters is going to pull up with 11. Into the paint, kicks it left wing to Starks. His three balls off the mark, no good. Rebound to Carson. They've got 5 seconds. Carson doesn't have any idea how much time's on the clock. Down to 1, down to 0, and that'll do it for the first quarter of action. Your score, the Winfield Warriors 9, the Bowling Green Bobcats 8. You're listening to the 95th Annual Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Tournament action on Eagle 102 brought to you by Frankfurt Farm Supply, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Center Locker Service.
Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall. See Mike's Tire and Service Center in Bowling Green for all your automotive and tire needs. Mike's features 24-hour tire service, and when it's time to replace those tires, Mike's has great deals on several brands ensuring they have the perfect tire for your vehicle. Mike's Tire and Service Center additionally offers alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, struts, state and DOT inspections. Mike's Tire and Service Center, Business 61 North in Bowling Green.
People's Bank and Trust mobile banking app gives you the convenience of banking from anywhere. Simply download the free app for your Android or Apple device and get started managing your accounts, transferring funds, paying bills, and depositing checks. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank, and Bowling Green Tractor.
9-8, Winfield leads as we start the second quarter. And the Warriors will have the basketball. And Mark, very competitive as we expected and evenly played so far.
Yeah, a little less scoring than I thought in the first quarter. Thought there would be. Bowling Green just hasn't found their range yet, looks like.
They have not. No three-pointers in the game so far, with the exception of Bryant Reeves hit one early for Winfield. So the Warriors will have it to start the second quarter. They've got their original starting lineup back in the game. Fleming is in the game for the Bobcats on a little high pick and roll pass to Schutte, and he'll start the second quarter off with a bucket. And gives Winfield a 3-point lead. Back comes Dieters quickly slashing down the lane with the left hand. It won't go. But the rebound they're going to say is off of Bowling Green, so Winfield will get it back.
Worley carried it out.
Well, Bowling Green's doing kind of what Clopton did, trying to take an opportunity if the break's there. At this point, they've just been unable to convert, and they trail by 3. Reeves on the dribble, goes straight to the bucket. Nobody picked him up. Count the bucket and the foul. Bryant Reeves, nobody stopped the ball with a cardinal rule in defense, and he gets straight to the glass, the smallest guy on the court. Made the bucket and will go to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
That's going to be the second foul on Michael Starks. And quickly off the bench is Austin Callahan.
Reeves makes the free throw, and the lead grows to 6, the biggest of the game for Winfield. So can the Cats cut into this lead? Dieters and Worley mosey across the timeline. Dieters with the basketball. We're in the second quarter, 7:15 to play. Dieters against this man-to-man defense. Right wing now to Callahan. Callahan back to Dieters. Winfield in a sagging man-to-man, trying to clog things up in the middle if they can. Callahan picks for Dieters. He'll go to the glass. His shot's up off the glass, and they're going to count the bucket and call a block. Penrod picked up 2 charges early. This time he's whistled for the blocking foul, and Dieters will score his 4th point of the game with a chance to make it 5 with the free throw.
That defense didn't look a whole lot different either.
It sure didn't. There was a crowd of people, and now Cannon Schutte's going to do the honors with the mop.
Has he been trained on that?
Pink shoes and all. He'll want union wages, I'm sure. Didn't put a great effort into it.
No, he didn't. A lot more effort going and getting it and putting it away than he put into using it on the floor.
They're getting a good laugh out of it down there on the floor, he and one of the officials. So 1 free throw for Gavin Dieters, the senior. Where's number 32? Right-hander fires, and it's off the back of the rim. No good. Penrod with the rebound for Winfield. He'll hand it off to Gillespie. To Reeves now. He'll walk it up the court with a 4-point lead at 14-10. Right wing now to Gillespie. Bowling Green in a man-to-man. Schutte outside the arc. Got to watch him. He will shoot the 3 from time to time. Into Penrod in the left block. Out to Rhodes. Now to Gillespie. Right corner to Schutte. In the high post now to Penrod. He reverse pivots. Nowhere to go to Rhodes in the corner. His high arcing 3s off the rim. No good. And Gillespie comes away with the loose ball rebound. Tries to get it to Reeves, but it's stolen away by Callahan. 5th turnover of the game for Winfield. Bowling Green back into the front court. They have only turned it over once so far, but they still trail by 4 at 14-10. Niemeyer head of the key for the Cats. Gets it to Worley. Worley ball fakes. He's going to go to the hoop. Gets to the glass. Up and good. Cameron Worley with his first bucket of the night. That's a 2-point lead for the Warriors at 14-12.
Seems like it was just a 7-point lead like 30 seconds ago.
It basically was. This kind of seems like a prize fight, and this is the preliminary. The first half's going to be the preliminary fights, and then we're going to get with the real deal in the second half. Teams trying to feel each other out a little bit as Reeves is going to fire another 3, and he's got another one. About 3 steps to the left from where he made the first one, and the lead back to 5 at 17-12. Worley's going to drive from this left wing again, and this time he's going to run over Penrod. He'll pick up his 3rd charging foul on a Bobcat. At some point, you got to figure that out. Just jump stop and shoot it off the glass. Penrod will get a break for his work as Nolan Reichers checks in for Winfield. They lead at 17-12 with 5:20 to play here in the first half. Reeves into the front court, dribbles it to the right wing, hands it off to Gillespie. Left wing now to Reichers. Reichers holds it above his head. Watch the shuffle cutters go through. Nothing doing there. Now to Gillespie. Gillespie had the key to shoot. He's going to fire that 3. It's good. I just warned you got to watch him. He'll do that. He's got 9 of the 20 for Winfield, and they lead it by 8. 20-12.
Seems like Bowling Green was just down 2 30 seconds ago.
Dieters loses his footing, but they're able to corral the loose ball on the Bobcats, and he'll get it back and reset the offense. Callahan now outside the arc near the head of the key to Niemeyer. Niemeyer, as he pops out from the post area, gets to Worley, and Worley's going to, well, we've got an offensive foul. I'm going to guess that's an illegal pick. I think it's on Michael Starks, and that'll be 3 on Starks. And away from the ball pick, and up off the, well, they don't get him in soon enough. And are they going to let him in?
I don't know if
I don't know what's going on. Well, they'd already put the ball in play. This happened in the first game. The score table just sees a sub coming and hits the horn, and the officials have already moved on as Drew Bowen was trying to check in the game. Now they're going to reset the clock because they let 15 seconds run off. They are going to let Bowen now come into the game, which
that's a good thing, because if I were Winfield and Michael was still out there, I'd go right at him.
And if I was Winfield, I'd be complaining that they let him in the game because the ball was already in play. But cooler heads prevail, and Bowen is in the game. Starks will take a seat. Winfield on the dribble with Reeves to the corner to Gillespie. He penetrates his running one-handers off the mark, hits nothing. Dieters with the rebound. He'll push it up quickly. 3-on-4, goes straight to the glass, up off the glass, and scores. Gavin Dieters with a high arcing runner. He's got 6. The lead is 6 for Winfield. Reeves fakes the handoff, drives to the baseline, finds Rikers in the corner. His 3 ball's good. And Olin Rikers is Winfield heating up from 3. That's their 4th. And it's a 9-point lead at 23-14 with 3:50 to play in the half. Worley to Dieters. Dieters kicks it back to Bowen. He'll shoot the 3. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Callahan with the offensive rebound for Bowling Green. He'll hand it to Dieters, now to Worley between the circles. Winfield still in a man-to-man. Pick and roll with Callahan. Worley nowhere to go. Kicks it right wing now to Dieters. Dieters with the left-hand dribble, still has it, now backs up between the circles, and he'll reset it with 3:25 to play in the half. Worley now on a pick and roll. Niemeyer gets to the paint, up off the glass. Are they going to count it? They are. Count the bucket and the foul. Not a whole lot of contact there, but fortunate for Worley, he'll get the bucket and the foul. Foul's going to go on Schutte, his first. Team's 5th. Wilder returns. Gillespie takes a chair for Winfield. Cameron Worley, the senior, to the line to try and complete the old-fashioned 3-point play. It's off the back of the rim, no good, but Niemeyer gets the deflection on the rebound and scores. George Niemeyer with his 6th point, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Winfield 23, Bowling Green 18, 3:16 to play in the half. Here's the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102 brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix, Kearns Construction, and Jim Harton and Sue Bowen, financial advisors with Ameriprise Financial Services.
With winter weather upon us, remember one multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your warm, dry place to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green to schedule your appointment and inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Don't let winter stop you from looking ahead to spring. Eolia Landscape Supply knows that fall cleanup is still underway when weather cooperates. Whether it's getting rid of leaves or cutting back shrubs to allow for new growth, Eolia Landscape is also available when you want a new design, fresh mulch, or maybe a new rock bed. They carry several types and sizes of rocks, and they're there to help if you're a do-it-yourselfer or need some assistance. Located at 290 North Old Highway 61 in Eolia. Visit their Facebook page for specials. Let Eolia Landscape Supply and Show Me Landscape Design help meet all your landscaping needs.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Hinky Construction, Midwest Pest Professionals, and Perkins Electrical Service.
23-18 our score, 3:16 to play in the first half. Winfield on top, and they'll have the basketball out of the timeout. Bowling Green with a little token man in the backcourt. Dieters guarding Reeves. Reeves dribbles to the right wing, gets to the baseline, drops it inside to Schutte. He's all alone, and he'll shoot the layup. Schutte got 11 in this first half now. And it's 25-18. Ball thrown inside. It's knocked away, loose on the floor. Who's going to come up with it? We're going to have a jump ball as Rhodes and looks like Bowen tied up. And on the alternating arrow, Bowling Green will maintain possession.
You know, them Bowens aren't afraid to get into a wrestling match on the floor.
Yeah, that is for sure. We saw that on the football field, right? On the inbounds pass, it's going to be thrown back into the front court by Worley. He'll get it to Dieters. His 10-footer won't go. Now the ball's loose on the floor, off of the leg of Bowling Green, I should say, and goes out of bounds. Free throw line extended. In the back court, and Winfield will get it back, leading by 7, 25-18. They are the 3 seed, Bowling Green the 2 seed. The 95th annual. Rikers on the left wing now. Bowling Green still in a man-to-man. Watches the shuffle cut. Now Schutte head of the key. He drains another 3. Same spot, same result. Big first half by Cannon Schutte. And it's a 10-point lead for Winfield. Biggest of the game. Down to 2:15 to play in the half. Worley hands it to Dieters. Dieters on a pick and roll with Callahan. He'll pull up just inside the arc. It's no good. Rebound to Rhodes for Winfield. He ball fakes, looks to find some space, gets it ahead to Rikers, and he'll slow things down for Winfield. Hands it off to Reeves, and they'll set it with just under 2 minutes to play. 1:59 to be exact in the quarter and the half. Schutte left wing now to Rikers. Rikers back to Rhodes. Rhodes dribbles to the left elbow, hands it to Water. He'll shoot the 3. It rattles in and out. And Dieters with the rebound for Bowling Green. He'll get it ahead to Worley. Worley on the left-hand dribble. Good defense by Wilder. Back to Dieters. Kicks it to Worley after the penetration. On the pick and roll with Callahan. Worley down into the paint. It's going to count the bucket and the foul. Worley with his second trip to the free throw line after a hoop. And the foul's going to go against Rikers, I believe. Haven't put it up yet. Into the game will be Charlie Bowen. So both Bowens in the game now as Dieters will take a seat for Bowling Green. And Worley will go to the free throw line to try and complete the 3-point play. Down by 8. As the free throw's off the back of the rim, no good. Schutte with the rebound for Winfield. Down to 1:20 to play here in the half. Reeves hands it to Wilder. He's hounded by Niemeyer and will hand it back to Reeves. Left wing now to Rhodes. He'll drive into the paint. He'll go up. His shot's going to rattle around and rolls out. But there's a whistle and a foul. And Charlie Rhodes will go to the line. He'll get 2 shots. They've seen it on TV, Mark. They put that ball under their arm like a running back, and they go into the paint and then try and flip it up. That's what Rhodes did. He makes the first free throw. The foul was on Charlie Bowen, his first. Carson will return. Rikers will take a seat for Winfield. Rhodes will get a second. And it's good. Good free throw shooting by the Warriors so far tonight. The lead grows back to 10 at 30-20. Down to 1 minute to play here in the half. Worley to Niemeyer. Now right wing to Bowen. Bowen looks inside. That's Drew. Now to Charlie. Back to Niemeyer in between the circles. Good man-to-man defense by Winfield. Worley's going to drive, and he's going to have it swatted away by Schutte, but they're going to say he was fouled. And they're going to call it on Schutte. They will. That'll be his second. Expect him maybe to take a seat in this final 46 seconds. Don't want him picking up a third foul, I should say, this late in the half. Worley to the free throw line, and he'll drain the first one. He'll get a second. As Sams does return, Schutte will take a seat. Back in Dieters for Bowling Green. Charlie Bowen to the bench. DJ Gillespie now a late sub for Winfield for Wilder. 46.8 to play here in the first half. Worley with the second. It's up and good. The lead for Winfield down to 8. Let's see if they want to play for one. Reeves in no hurry to get it across the timeline. Into the front court now. Hands it to Gillespie. Gillespie to Reeves. Down to 32 seconds. Reeves dribbles in between the circles. Between the legs, crossover. Now to Gillespie in the near corner. Inside now to Sam. Sam's on the left block. Kicks it outside to Reeves. Head of the key to Rhodes. Now they'll back it out and they will play for one. Will they start soon enough? That's an ongoing theme. Double pick and roll by Winfield. Reeves is going to penetrate in. Drops it to Sams on the pick and roll. His layup's up and good. Cole Sams with his first bucket of the night. Winfield leads by 10. Bowling Green's got to hurry. Down to 2, down to 1. Worley with the step back jumper at the buzzer is no good. And that'll do it for the first half of action. The number 3 seed Winfield Warriors. They lead the 2-seeded Bowling Green Bobcats 32-22. Halftime shows next on Eagle 102.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
The Eagle 102 Halftime Report is coming up, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer, along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Hi folks, this is Eric Schaefer. With sports season upon us, be treated like the pros. If your athlete has experienced an injury during a game or practice, let our experienced sports medicine team at Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy Department get them back to play. We have 2 locations to better serve our community. Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy and Sports Medicine in Louisiana and Bowling Green. Pike County Memorial Hospital. Community owned, nationally known.
Coverage of the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Prairie's Edge Garden Center and Ann Lane Boutique.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Halftime Report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
2 quarters in the books here from the high school gym and the championship semifinals of this Bowling Green Invitational. And so far, Winfield in control of the pace and points in this game, leading 32-22 after 2 quarters. And we'll try and get you an update of what's going on in the other gym as complete coverage of this 95th Bowling Green Invitational here from KJFM Eagle 102 Sports and online at KJFMeagle102.net.
Well, Winfield just methodically stretched that lead out, and Bowling Green unable to get untracked from outside. And 4 charging fouls, 3 taken by Greg Penrod of Winfield, as Bowling Green running that pick and roll a lot with Worley going to the paint and or Dieters. And the defense has been able to stymie them so far, holding them to 22 points in this first half.
Over in the other gym, it's Louisiana leading Ellsbury at the start of the second half, 34-6.
Say that again?
34-6. Louisiana leads Ellsbury.
Get out of here.
That's a 6-7 matchup.
Well,
to decide.
Ironically, Ellsbury just beat Louisiana last week down at Ellsbury.
Do you think they're upset about that?
It would seem that way. It would seem that way, for sure. So let's take a break, and we'll come back and tell you what we think is going to happen. Mark's going to put on his coaching hat.
Is that what I'm going to do?
For the second half.
That hat doesn't fit.
Do your best. This is Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Let Bowling Green Insurance be your crop insurance specialist. Bowling Green Insurance Agency and NAU Country Insurance Company provides farmers with superior crop insurance protection and the fast, friendly service their customers deserve. Call Fred Carlson or Jackie Mayer at 573-324-CROP or stop by their office at 310 Business Highway 61 South, Bowling Green, to discuss a protection plan that is right for your farming operation. NAU Country Insurance Company and Bowling Green Insurance are an equal opportunity provider.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Coverage of the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102, brought to you by Craig Bowen, CPA, Rose County Mutual Insurance, and County Market in Vandalia.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Halftime Report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Well, let's tell you about the scoring real quick. We didn't hit that before we went to break. Cannon Schutte leads Winfield. He had a great first half with 14. Bryant Reeves with 9. 4 for Charlie Rhodes, 3 for Nolan Reicherts, and 2 for Cole Sams. Winfield hit 4 threes. They were 3 for 3 from the free throw line. They led, their current lead is the biggest lead of the half at 10, and they turned it over 5 times in that first half. For the Cats, 8 for Cameron Worley, 6 each for Gavin Dieters and George Niemeyer, and 2 for Austin Callahan. Bobcats were 2 for 6 from the free throw line. Just had 1 turnover, so they took care of the basketball, and they led early by 2 and marked the charging fouls and stuff going on in the paint. They aren't necessarily turnovers, but that's kind of what the Achilles heel was for the Bobcats in that first half.
Definitely, and if you want to delve into my coaching style here,
I do. I really do.
You've got to keep looking like you're going to do that drive, and then pull up. I mean, try and get them reaching, and not giving them those charge calls. I mean, they're calling them. They can sell them really good. I mean, Winfield, they've got some incredible actors on that team. I mean, it looks like they're being hit with a 30-pound cannon or something like that.
Well, and I would say going back to the Montgomery County game that you and I did a week ago Tuesday, Bowling Green ran that same offense, pick and roll and penetrate. And in that particular game, Montgomery County had the big 6'8", 6'7", 6'5" guys, and they were just able to swat the shots rather than take the charges. And it looks like Brian Kime has scouted them, knows that's what they're going to do, and has those guys ready to take the charge when they come.
So if you're Coach Brandon McCann, what do you do going into the second half?
Well, I think you got to try and get out of the half-court game. Now you're down by 10, so you can't really play the tempo game very much. I guess you can try and play tempo early on in this second half, but if things don't go right, then you're going to have to pick up the pace and get up and down and try and score some points.
You are in better shape than Van Far was against Clopton.
Well, and that, ironically, we think alike, because that's what I was about to say. Don't go to sleep or go away on this game, because we just saw a 20-point lead disappear in about 4 minutes in the Clopton-Van Far game. So Bowling Green has that kind of firepower. I mean, they have those types of athletes that if you get up and down, they can score them in bunches and in a hurry. It's just a matter of whether or not they want to do that or not. And then, of course, defensively, they got to take care of business as well.
And I think here at home, they're a second-half team. They've got that great student section that seems to fire them up in the second half of ball games. Right there next to them, between you got your bench on one side, you got your student section on the other, and it really does seem to fire up this team like a six-man.
And then you've got the Bowling Green tournament magic that's yet to kick in. Will it kick in the second half? Come back and join us. We'll find out after this. That's going to do it for the halftime show. The second half's next on Eagle 102.
Coverage of the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Nutrien Ag Solutions, Hayden Motorsports Center, and Airco Convenience Centers.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Home data rates may apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Eolia Landscaping Supply, Meyer Implement, and Calumet of Missouri.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Winfield has the lead by 10, 32-22, and they'll have the ball to start the second half, and they'll come out with their original starting lineup, as will the Bobcats. Reeves, Rhodes, Schutte, Penrod, and Gillespie for Winfield. Callahan, Worley, Niemeyer, Starks, and Dieters for the Bobcats. And we're ready to go. The crowd kind of thinned out during half, didn't it? Still a nice crowd on hand on the Bowling Green side. Student section packed full for the Cats. Let's see if they can get the Bowling Green Bobcat team fired up. Gillespie in the far corner now. Bowling Green starts in a man-to-man defense. Reeves now, right wing to Gillespie, right in front of the Winfield bench. To Penrod, he'll lob it into Schutte, a little high-low, but Schutte's left-handed layup won't go. Worley with the rebound. He'll get it into the front court for Bowling Green. Now back to Dieters. They'll reset the offense. Left wing now, Starks to Callahan. Back to Dieters. He'll penetrate to the mid-paint area, kicks it to Callahan. His long shot's an air ball, but Starks is there for the offensive rebound, and he'll get his first bucket of the game. And it's 32-24. You know, 80% of shots missed from the corner, the rebound goes to the opposite side of the basket.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I did.
Good. All the players should know it by now. Penrod gets it inside. His move to the paint's no good. Ball's loose on the ground. Picked up by Rhodes, and he throws it away. Starks with the steal. He heads into the front court. Now he's got a 3-on-1 break. Niemeyer avoids the charge and scores the layup. Penrod was there, but he sidestepped it, and Brian Keim wants a timeout. We'll step aside as well. 32-26, 6:40 to play in the third. You listen to Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Eolia Landscape Company, Crossroads General Store, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Air Evac, Spring Hollow Coffee, and J&D Tire and Auto.
Well, a quick 4-0 run for the Bobcats, and Brian Keim didn't like what he saw, so he calls a timeout to see if he can get the troops straightened out here early in this third quarter. Reeves into the front court for the Warriors to Schutte, left wing now to Gillespie. Gillespie had the key to Rhodes. He'll penetrate down the paint, kicks it in the corner to Schutte. Schutte dribbles out of trouble, will hand it to Reeves on the right wing. He'll reset things against Callahan in the man-to-man defense to Gillespie. Gillespie lobs it to the far corner. It's deflected by Callahan and goes out of bounds. Back to Winfield. Over in the band area near the band director. He needs to sharpen those hands up over there a little bit. A little fumble by the band director, it appeared. So Winfield gets it back. Rhodes has it.
Basketball's bigger than a baton.
That's a fair point. Reeves drives into the paint, shoots a wild shot. It's no good, and Winfield, or Louisiana Bowling Green, I'll get it right in a minute, gets the rebound. Niemeyer into the front court. He's going to take it to the glass, but Rhodes swats it away. Out of bounds, back to the Cats.
Still, I like what Bowling Green's doing, and especially George Niemeyer, to avoid that contact.
They figured out that Penrod's going to set up and take the charge. On the inbounds, Callahan's shot won't go, but there's a whistle and a foul, and is that going to be on Schutte? If it is, that'll be his third. It is. No. Yeah, it is going to be on Schutte. So he'll pick up his third, and Austin Callahan will go to the free throw line, and he'll get 2 shots. Bowling Green 2 for 6 from the free throw line in that first half. He makes the first. Play some defense, make some free throws, and don't put the other team on the line. He'll go a long way towards winning a basketball game. Second free throw by Callahan off the back rim, no good. Schutte with the rebound for Winfield. So the lead down to 5, 32-27. A 5-0 run to start the half by Bowling Green. Gillespie tries to stop that run. To Schutte, head of the key. He wears pink shoes, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. Quite the fashion statement. Left side now to Gillespie. Gillespie to Schutte, head of the key. You got to watch him. He hit a couple threes from out there in the first half. Reeves is going to penetrate in. Good defense by Callahan. Nowhere to go over him. Around the horn they go now to Gillespie, left wing. And they throw it to Schutte, and Bowling Green's got wise to that, but they couldn't come away with the loose ball. Now they get it back to Schutte. He slides down the paint, and it's stolen away by Worley. Worley avoids the defender, and Gillespie's going to foul him.
First on DJ.
Bowling Green playing with a little more urgency and a little more energy as we start this second half. Do you think there was a come to Jesus at halftime?
You know, I don't know if it was quite that. That's not really the style of Coach McCann. But
stern lecture?
I really think being at this end of the floor is a big boost for him.
So far, so good, as they've run off 5 points and cut the lead to 5 to start the second half. They work it around against this sagging man-to-man. Worley guarded by Rhodes, left wing to Dieters. He's open. Now he'll shoot the 3. It's an air ball. Rebounds loose, and Schutte will come away with it after a tussle with Callahan and then throws it away. An unforced error by Schutte and the 4th turnover of the half. 9th of the game by the Warriors. And Cole Sams up off the bench. He'll come in and take Schutte's spot with 3 fouls.
And what are they talking with Bryant Reeves? Because I know he had a conversation with the student section while he came out of there.
Well, I don't know if somebody said something or did something, but the official said just stay out of the stands. I'm guessing. It's no place to be for a player. Generally, there's an administrator from Bowling Green in the general vicinity to keep an eye on the student section.
Yes, there is.
Bowling Green, Gavin Dieters into the paint. His shot up off the glass won't go. Penrod with the rebound. They get it ahead to Reeves. Reeves on a 3-on-3, lobs it ahead to Sams. He makes a nice catch, but it won't go. Rolls off the front of the rim. And he'll go to the line, however, and get 2 shots.
Cole Sams, 2 points tonight.
Foul is going to go against George Niemeyer, his first. Starks with 3, Schutte with 3 for their respective clubs. Only players with any inkling of a foul trouble as Sams makes the first. And now we've got another buzzer from the score table, but nobody came in. Second free throw by Sams. Good-looking kid. Off the back of the rim, no good. Starks with the rebound. He'll push it up quickly to Worley. Worley to the baseline. Shot up, no good. And it's going to go off of Penrod, they say. And Bowling Green will get it back. Right side of the paint now for Starks with 4:12 to play in the third. 33-27. Bowling Green's trails, and on inbounds, Gillespie deflects it out of bounds.
Louisiana now up 41-9 in the fourth quarter.
Mackerel. Can't wait to hear what happened in that game. Worley's open for 3. He's yet to get untracked. It's no good, but Callahan with the long rebound for the Cats.
They're getting awfully handsy with Austin Callahan.
Worley drives in again. Sams with the block. Gillespie with the steal. To Reeves. Reeves heads the other way, and Callahan picks his pocket. There it goes out of bounds. Back to Winfield. Rikers and Wilder up off the bench.
Cameron Worley argued his case all the way up the floor that his arm was held on that drive to the lane.
To no avail, and Winfield takes it out underneath their own basket. Now we've got a holding foul on Niemeyer. He must have had him by the jersey or something. That was pretty quick.
Yep.
Didn't look like much went on from our vantage point, but nobody argued. On the inbounds, Rhodes has it. He goes in the paint, reverse drop step to the hole. It won't go, and Wilder tips it in. I don't think he meant to. But it went off his hands and into the bucket, and it's 35-27. Starks nearly turns it over. Loose ball picked up by Niemeyer, and he throws it away. Rhodes, he's going to go to the bucket. Hits partially blocked by Worley, and now we've got a tie-up on the rebound. And let's see what we're going to have.
They're still talking about it. I think they're going to call a foul against the Bobcats.
Worley and Wilder came together.
Dieters was also there.
Let's see who they call it on. They haven't put it up yet. There it is, 32. They're going to call it on Dieters, his second. So Winfield will have it underneath their own basket. Rikers to throw it in. A little chaos as Reed makes the catch. He dribbles out of a double team. Now he looks for some space, and he's got Rhodes in the corner. He'll penetrate to the paint now. Drops it off to Sam. Sam's on the floor, off the glass. No good. Rebound swatted out and tracked down by Dieters. Dieters into the front court. Going to the glass, and he's going to run right over the top of Rikers, and it's going to be a block.
Third on Nolan Rikers.
And he hasn't played all that much.
No.
So Dieters will go to the line and shoot 2 shots as this game has kind of got wild all of a sudden. Little chippiness going on. Dieters misses the first free throw. Austin Carson back in for the first time in the second half. Rhodes will take a seat for Winfield. As Mark mentioned, 3 fouls on Nolan Rikers. So he and Schutte both with 3 for Winfield. Dieters misses them both. Carson with the rebound. So Bowling Green struggling from the charity stripe tonight. Reeves fakes the handoff, goes to the bucket, and they're going to say a hand check foul. You wipe off the basket. Well, that's a break for Bowling Green. Foul's going to go against Callahan, his third, so he and Starks both with 3 now for Bowling Green. On inbounds, Carson gets the ball back after throwing it in, scores with the left hand in the paint. Nobody picked him up after he threw it inbounds, and the lead's back to 10, matching the biggest of the game for Winfield. After Bowling Green cut into the lead, cut it in half actually to start the quarter. Worley ahead of the key, dribbles down the left lane, goes to the glass, up, no good. Carson with the rebound. To Reeves, stolen away by Starks. He'll go to the glass, up, it's in and out, no good. Niemeyer with the rebound, he'll put it up, it won't go. But we've got a whistle on a foul, and George Niemeyer will go to the line and shoot 2 shots.
There's just not an easy bucket out there right now for Bowling Green, though.
And there is no flow to this game whatsoever. Foul is going to go against Sams, his first. So let's see if Big George can stop the bleeding from the free throw line. The answer to that question is no, as it hit nothing. He'll get a second.
That game's over in the middle school gym. You ready for the final?
Yeah, I
am. Louisiana 42, Ellsbury 9.
Yikes. Can't wait to hear what that was all about. Niemeyer can't convert either one, so he's over 2, and then he's going to pick up a foul on the loose ball. Things starting to go south for the Bobcats. 3 fouls on Big George. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're 1 for 6, 3 for 12 from the free throw line so far tonight for Bowling Green. Hard to win ball games like that. Into the front court, Gillespie gets to Sams outside the arc. Left wing now to Carson. Carson to Gillespie. Gillespie to Wilder. Wilder back to Gillespie. Winfield with only 1 starter in the game right now. That's Gillespie. He has the ball. He'll dribble to the right wing. He's going to be fouled by Callahan. That'll be his 4th. And Winfield will get it right in the middle of their bench with 3 ticks under 2 minutes to play here in the third.
Does it seem like they're playing like there's 2 minutes to go in the 4th and not 2 minutes to go in the 3rd?
I know, it's crazy. Gillespie's got some space. Callahan, if he picks that foul up, it's going to be his 5th. They may give it to, nope, it is going to be Callahan. Well, actually, they say he only has 3, now just 4. Never count too much on my scorekeeping when it comes to fouls. But Gillespie will go to the line, and he'll get 2 shots. So Callahan just has 4 now. And Gillespie drains the first free throw. He'll get a second. Lead is 11, biggest of the game.
That's his first point tonight.
It is. His second one's on the money as well. So the lead grows to 12 with 1:48 to play in the third. Worley on the pick and roll with Niemeyer. They got to come up with something different on the offense. I think Winfield's got this one figured out. Worley's going to try a 3. It's in and out, no good. Wilder with the rebound for Winfield. He looks ahead, throws it away. Starks had an eye on that the whole way. Starks takes it coast to coast to the left. It won't go to the left hand. Worley's put back, no good. Well, we've got a whistle on a foul on the rebound. We'll see if they say he was in the act. He was. They're going to call it on Sams, I believe, his second. And Cameron Worley to the line, and he'll get 2 shots. 1:24 to play, and the free throw's no good again by Bowling Green. Yeckers.
Yeah, they just have not found their range tonight.
Not at all. He'll get a second. It's on the way. It's off the back of the rim, no good as well. So the free throw woes continue. 3 for 14 for Bowling Green. 1:15 to play. Gillespie, he's going to penetrate into the paint. He's going to have it blocked from behind by Deontay Fleming, who's back into the game. Ahead to Worley. He crosses it over, heads to the glass. It's off the mark, no good. Dieters with the offensive rebound. His putback's up and good, and the foul. Count the bucket and the foul for Gavin Dieters. Foul will go on Rikers, I believe. And that is his 4th. So fouls mounting on both sides of the ledger in this ball game. Dieters with a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play, and hallelujah, he rattles home a free throw. So it's 39-30, and Winfield still on top. We're under a minute to play here in the third. Gillespie walks it across the timeline, hands it to Wilder. Winfield's got some really good minutes from the second group. Wilder on the shuffle cut has it swatted from behind by Deontay Fleming back to Winfield. As I say that, Rhodes will come in and take Riker's spot as he'll go to the bench with 4 fouls for the Warriors. Carson to trigger it in out near the three-point arc on the baseline. Gets it underneath to Sams. Sams tries to make some space, goes up off the glass and good. Cole Sams with a good move on Dieters. And that's 11-point lead, 41-30, down to 30 seconds to play in the third. Dieters left wing on a pick and roll with Fleming. He'll nullify that, goes baseline. It won't go. Niemeyer with the rebound. It's in and out, no good. Carson with the rebound for Winfield. They've got 20 seconds. Up quickly to Sands, but it's nearly stolen away by Niemeyer, but he couldn't find the handle. And it fumbled out of bounds right here below us to the left. So Winfield will have it with 15 ticks to play. Top of the key extended near sideline. Into Gillespie. Let's see what they want to run. They'll get it to Carson on the left wing. To Rhodes at the head of the key. He's going to penetrate down the paint. Goes up. It's no good. Niemeyer with the rebound. Ahead to Starks. He needs to shoot it now, and he doesn't get it off in time. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Your score, the Winfield Warriors 41. The Bowling Green Bobcats 30. Fourth quarter's next on Eagle 102.
Coverage of the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Nutrien Ag Solutions, Hayden Motorsports Center, and Air Code Convenience Centers.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
The Mercantile Bank in Louisiana says now's the time to sign up for online banking and bill pay. With online banking, you can bank day or night from your home, office, or anywhere with internet access. Check account balances, view checks, and much more. Stop in today to learn more at the Mercantile Bank, downtown Louisiana. Your hometown bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Brown's Processing, Craig's Truck and Tractor, and Old Tops Pawn Shop.
41-30 our score. Winfield on top. As we start the fourth quarter, the Bobcats will have the basketball. Mark, they are going to have to turn up the Jets.
Yeah, you're down to 8 minutes now. Time to get serious and make a run at this. You want to be in the championship. You want to defend your title from last year. You got to do it now.
Worley drives into the paint and he'll score. Same offense they've run all night. This time it works. They haven't been able to get many of them to go. Now you got to defend on the defensive end. Starters back in for Winfield. They lob it inside to Shooty, but Niemeyer with good defense, and he'll save it in off of Reeves and goes out of bounds back to Bowling Green. Starters back in for Bowling Green with the exception of Callahan, who has 4 fouls. Deontay Fleming starts the fourth in his spot for the Cats.
Reeves fared a little bit better in the band than he did the student section.
For sure. He didn't even try and play that trombone that was sitting there. Nope. Worley's going to penetrate in, kicks it to Dieters. He'll drive in. His shot's up off the glass and good. So they continue to charge the rim. Both Dieters and Worley, and both of them have scored as we start the fourth quarter, and the lead's down to 7. Down to 7:10 to play in the game. Inside to Penrod. He makes some space. His shot's no good. Niemeyer with the rebound. Throws it ahead to Dieters. He's heading to the glass, and his layup's up. No good. You got to finish. He was watching Rhodes, who is there to defend. Back come the Warriors. Reeves down through the paint. His up and under shot won't go, but we've got a whistle on a foul. Reeves will go to the free throw line, and he'll get 2 shots. They're going to call that on Worley.
On Fleming.
On Fleming. Break for Worley. Although he's only got 1 foul. Reeves to the cherry stripe. He's got 9 points on the game. And the first free throw is no good. He'll get a second. From a 12-point lead down to 7. Can the Bobcats scratch back into this thing? Second free throw by Reeves is good. And it's an 8-point lead. Back they come. Worley, he's going to penetrate again. Throws it into Fleming. His shot's up and good. Good look that time by Worley. Fleming with the finish, his first bucket of the game. And it's down to 6, 42-36. Reeves drives inside the key area, nothing doing for him. He'll reverse it back out, now left wing to Rhodes. Rhodes penetrates from the left wing, really has it stolen, loose on the floor, gets it up, hands it to Reeves. Reeves now looks for a pick, spins into the paint, goes up in a crowd, it's no good, and Dieters with the loose ball rebound. He'll push the pace a little bit for Bowling Green. Now he slams on the brakes at the half-court line to Starks. He drives in from the left wing, up and good. Michael Starks cuts the lead to 4. Timeout on the floor. 6:07 to play in the game. 42-38. Here come the Bobcats. This is the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Coverage of the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102. Brought to you by All-American Pumping and Drain, Pike County Title Company, and Carol Rose's Bridal. Abel's Quick Shops introduces the new Shell Fuel Rewards credit cards, now with even more ways to save with 2 great reward programs. Choose the Shell Fuel Rewards card or the Shell Fuel Rewards MasterCard and save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every fill-up, plus rebates on non-fuel purchases. Sign up at shell.us/get rewards from Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Bib Beach and Collier Funeral Homes in Liggins, Florida.
Well, Mark, here they come. The Bowling Green Tournament Magic is starting to rear its head. Lead down to 4 at 42-38.
Right on cue, right?
As you called it. You've kind of been Nostradamus in these two games, haven't you?
I'm about as old.
You don't even know what old's yet. I got shoes as old as you are. What are you talking about? Back come the Warriors. Carson, who's checked into the game, gets it to Schutte inside the key area. Left wing now to Rhodes. Rhodes outside the left arc. Ahead of the key now to Reeves. Reeves guarded by Dieters. 5:45 to play in the ball game. Rhodes gets it to Reeves in the far corner. He drives baseline, throws it out to Schutte outside the arc. Got up in the air, nowhere to go, and just kind of winged it to the open player. Right wing now to Carson. Carson holds it above his head, guarded by Fleming. He'll get it back to Reeves. Dieters hounding him. Reeves backs up. He's a good point guard. Gives it to Rhodes. Rhodes now stops at the head of the key. Right wing to Carson. Carson holds above his head. Had Penrod inside, but didn't give it to him. As they continue to run some clock. Down to 5:10. They run 45 seconds off of it. Now the pick and roll to Schutte. He's wide up for the layup and scores. Man, that's what they were looking for, and they got it. Ran it till it happened. And it's back to 6. Now turnover. Dieters has his pocket picked by Reeves. He'll head the other way. Skips it in the near corner to Rhodes. He's open for 3. Air ball. Carson with the rebound, though, and his putback won't go. He'll be fouled by Starks, and that'll be his 4th. And to the charity stripe, Austin Carson for the first time tonight. And he'll get 2 shots. First trip to the free throw line by Austin. His first one almost pins against the heel. That's the second time we've seen that happen tonight, and it dropped. He'll get a second. 4:46 to play in the game. Winner gets Clopton if you're just joining us. They upset the top-seeded Van Far Indians. Second free throw by Carson. Does a 360, spins out. Niemeyer with the rebound. The Dieters now into the front court. They go. Starks and Dieters now give it to Worley. Back to Dieters. Bowling Green could use a big 3 here. And they haven't hit a 3 all night. Worley dribbles in, kicks it out to Dieters in the left corner. He'll reverse spin into the paint, up off the glass and good. Sweet move that time by Dieters. He's got 7.5, 13 for the game, and the lead back to 5 for the Warriors. Reeves into the front court now to Rhodes. Rhodes gets it to the head of the key to Penrod, now left wing to Carson. Carson head of the key to Schutte. He'll shoot the 3. That's an air ball. Hits nothing, goes out of bounds. You could see that was going to be short about the time it left his hands. And Callahan will return now with his 4 fouls. Deontay Fleming to the bench for the Bobcats. Under 4 minutes to play, 3:59 to be exact. And it's a 5-point lead for Winfield. Dieters walks it across the timeline now for Bowling Green. To Starks. Starks on a pick and roll with Niemeyer. They whip it around the horn now to Worley. He gets into the paint. His shot's swatted away by Schutte, but it goes right back into his hands, and Worley converts. Fortunate bounce for the Cats. They take advantage of it, and it's down to a 3-point lead. Closest they've been for quite some time.
Yes, indeed.
Reeves into the front court now to Schutte. Niemeyer nearly stole it, and Schutte may have got away with a travel. Back to Reeves now outside the arc, and he'll reset it to Rhodes. Rhodes holds it on his hip to Penrod. Penrod left wing now to Carson. Carson. He's got Schutte inside. Now he gives it to him. Schutte spins, goes up with a little baby hook with the right hand. No good. Rhodes with the offensive rebound. Up and good. Nobody put a body on Rhodes, and he's able to convert the offensive rebound. And it's back to a 47-42 lead. Dieters into the front court. Throws it to Worley and nearly threw it out of bounds as Worley tracked it down right at the bench. To Dieters. Dieters drives to the right block, spins into the defense, and it's stolen by Rhodes, and he calls timeout. 47-42, Winfield leads it. They'll have the ball after the timeout. 2:40 to play. This is the 95th annual Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Tournament action on Eagle 102 brought to you by Pepsi Refreshment Services, Cole Chiropractic Center, and Twin City Bowl.
It's good to aim high, and sports can help children reach their goals. Join Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green and Farm Mutual Insurance in supporting local athletes. Be sure to catch all the action this sports season. Pike County Mutual Insurance salutes young local athletes and wishes them well. And they look forward to protecting these young adults with strong insurance coverage during what is sure to be a bright future. Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
2:40 to play in the ball game. Winfield has the ball and the lead, 47-42. Are we going to have two upsets? Will the top two seeds go down? Can Bowling Green come back? We shall see. Reeves dribbles to the right wing, still has his dribble. Baseline, flips it inside, stolen away. Another turnover. Worley now into the front court for Bowling Green. Still has his dribble into the paint. He'll go up in the crowd, up off the glass, no good. Rebound to Rhodes. To Reeves. He throws it deep to Carson. He'll make the catch, and he's going to be knocked down by Dieters. And he'll be whistled for the foul. And to the line will go Austin Carson.
Which there's something just hilarious about him flexing after getting up there.
Yeah. I think my wrists are bigger around his biceps. First free throw's no good. He'll get a second.
I think his glasses are thicker than his biceps.
Oh, they see all this on TV these days. Second free throw's no good, so no harm for Bowling Green. They get it back down by 5. Worley into the front court. Dribbles to the key area. To Dieters. He drives into the paint, and we've got a whistle and a foul. And a one-on-one opportunity. They're going to say Dieters was on the floor. Well, Bowling Green's offense is digressed to Worley or Dieters just picking and rolling and penetrating. Put their head down and go to the hole. And what they're missing in that offense is having somebody set up for three to kick it out if they're stopped. And so as a result, they're just throwing it up, whether they have a good-looking shot or not. Can that work for them? The first free throw by Dieters is good. This game a long way from being over with. He'll get a second. 2:05 to play. The lead is 4 for Winfield. Can Dieters make it 3? He can. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 47-44, Winfield on top. They'll have the ball when we return. 2:05 to play in the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Tournament action on Eagle 102 brought to you by Pepsi Refreshment Services, Cole Chiropractic Center, and Twin City Bowl. If you happen to find yourself looking for somewhere new to get your vehicle serviced, Pogue Ford in Bowling Green is here to remind you they can handle all brands of vehicles. However, if you have GM or Chrysler warranty, they will shuttle those to their sister Hannibal locations to make sure your warranty stays intact. Pogue Ford, serving the communities they call home. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green.
Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall. See Mike's Tire and Service Center in Bowling Green for all your automotive and tire needs. Mike's features 24-hour tire service, and when it's time to replace those tires, Mike's has great deals on several brands, ensuring they have the perfect tire for your vehicle. Mike's Tire and Service Center additionally offers alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, struts, state and DOT inspections. Mike's Tire and Service Center, Business 61 North in Bowling Green.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Pogue Ford, and Bank of Louisiana.
Broadcasting from the Family Drug Booth, it's the Eagle 102 Game of the Week.
47-44, Winfield leads it. They have the ball. Out of the timeout, a little full court pressure this time by the Bobcats. Looks like a little 1-2-2. Actually, they're just going to pick up man. Or are they going to try and half court? Yep, they're going to try and half court trap. Schutte gets it to Reeves into the front court over in the far corner. No problem against that trap. Now wins Bowling Green going to decide to start the foul. They'll probably wait till under a minute. There's 1:45 to play in the game. Reeves penetrates in, tries to get it to Sams on the pick and roll, but it was deflected out of bounds by Bowling Green. And Winfield will have it underneath their own basket, left side of the paint. Rhodes gets it into Schutte. Head of the key to Gillespie. Now to Rhodes. Rhodes dribbles outside of the paint, and they'll run a little clock. Down to 1:30. Callahan guarding Gillespie. He'll get it to Rhodes, right back to Gillespie. He's guarded by Callahan. Callahan's got 4 fouls. To Sams, and Sams nearly throws away. Schutte makes the catch, goes to the glass. His shot's up, no good. But we've got a whistle and a foul. Foul will go on Dieters. Fans reacting to Worley's block, but the foul was on Dieters, who is down below. And Schutte will go to the line for the first time tonight, and he'll get 2 shots.
4 fouls on Gavin Dieters.
Schutte, first free throw, rattles around and drops. Hit the front of the rim, back of the rim, backboard, and then rolled in. Penrod will return. Sams will take a seat for Winfield. Schutte with the second. 1:19 to play in the game. Second free throw is nothing but net for Schutte, and the lead grows back to 5. Bowling Green's got to go. Dieters across the timeline now, shouting instructions, hollers at Callahan to come to the head of the key. He gives it to him now to Starks. Starks to Worley. Worley ball fakes, drives in the paint, has it deflected as he goes out. It's going to go off of Gillespie. Back to Bowling Green. All Gillespie had to do was let it go out of bounds, and it was off of Bowling Green, but he touched it. So the Cats will get it back with 1:05 to play in the game. Left side of the paint. Starks to throw it in. He looks. He's got Dieters wide open. His layup's up and good. And it's a 3-point lead, 49-46. Reeves into the front court, down to 54 seconds. He drives baseline and ran out of space and just threw it off Stark's leg out of bounds. Down to 50.7 to play. Rhodes to throw it in, right side of the paint. Got a lot of refereeing going on by the players, and the official said, "That's enough, kids.
Yeah.
Just stop. Play." They get it into Schutte. He'll be fouled by Niemeyer. That'll be George's 4th. So he has 4, Dieters 4, Callahan 4, Starks 4. And Schutte will go to the line, as that's the 10th team foul, and he'll get 2 shots. First free throw's up and good. Nice stroke by the big man. It's back to a 2-possession game at 50-46. Carson returns. Gillespie will take a seat. Second free throw's up and good. Schutte drains them both. 4 for 4 for him here in the final minute and a half. Dieters penetrates to the elbow, goes in the paint, drops it off to Niemeyer. His layup's up and good. And a timeout on the floor. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside as well. 40 ticks to play in the game. 51-48 Winfield. You're listening to KJFM Basketball on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Tournament action on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bouquet Florist, Elisha Koenig, Remax Realty Shop Agent, and Orff Construction.
People's Bank and Trust mobile banking app gives you the convenience of banking from anywhere. Simply download the free app for your Android or Apple device and get started managing your accounts, transferring funds, paying bills, and depositing checks. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Well, we've got some designated foulers into the game for Bowling Green in Charlie Bowen and Deontay Fleming. They'll try to steal the inbounds pass from Winfield, and if they can't, they'll immediately foul with 40 seconds to play, trailing by 3, 51-48.
Little hideout there with Matt McDaniel, too.
Well, he did sneak in, didn't he? Schutte to throw it in. They get it to Reeves, and they just foul him immediately. Didn't even try and trap him. Foul is on Charlie Bowen, so we'll walk the other way. Reeves is 2 for 3 from the free throw line so far tonight, and he'll get 2 shots. Winfield is not going to send any players to the lane during these free throws. Counting on at least during the first one. Reeves' first free throw's up, in and out, no good. Sam's, nope, they're all going to stay back. Carson in now, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Reeves will get one more shot. We'll step aside as well. 51-48, 39 seconds to play. This is the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Coverage of the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102 is brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe Service, Bud Jones Towing and Recovery, and Advanced Eye Care.
With winter weather upon us, remember one multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your warm, dry place to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green to schedule your appointment and inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
51-48, Winfield on top. After the timeout, Bryant Reeves will go back to the free throw line for the second of two shots. And that free throw could make it a two-possession game and make things very challenging for the Bobcats.
So, has this not been one of the weirder nights?
It's been a weird night, and this has been a weird game too, boy, I tell you.
With the Clopton upset, which, you know, we thought that game was closer than a 1-4 matchup going into it.
Right.
Louisiana just tearing apart Ellsbury down the hall.
Only scoring 9 points. Free throws in and out, no good. So a one-possession game down to 35 seconds. Worley into the front court. Dribbles out of trouble, has it swatted away, and then steals it right back. He'll go up in a crowd, off the glass, no good. Now we've got a whistle and a foul, and what's it going to be? Is it going to be on the shot?
Yes, it is. Wow.
I don't know who the foul was on, but one of the Winfield players started to say something, and Reeves jumped right in his chest and pushed him back, said, hush up, man. The last thing we need is a technical right here. So Worley will go to the line. The foul was on Sam's. And it'll be a two-shot opportunity. First free throw's up and good. He'll get a second. He can make it a one-point game. The foul squad back in. Fleming, McDonald, and Bowen. 29 seconds. Worley with the second. It's good, and they're going to wave it off because, yep, I saw it too. Charlie Bowen went inside the arc before the free throw hit the rim, and you can't do that from outside. So they'll wipe that free throw off. That could be a big mistake there. 2-point game, 29 seconds. Full court press. Shooting to throw it in. He looks, he throws it to Sams. He makes the catch. He gets to Gillespie, and he doesn't shoot the layup. He could have finished it off. Oh, my goodness. He circles back and gets fouled. Now he's got to go to the line and shoot free throws.
He is 2 for 2 from that spot, but that does seem curious.
You don't have to do anything but make a layup versus make 2 free throws.
And
Holy smokes.
I think the look on Coach Brian Kime's face said it all.
Gillespie misses the first free throw.
Oh, man.
You got to be kidding me. You talk about crazy. Let's keep it right here as Bowling Green calls a timeout. 24 seconds to play. You said, has this been a crazy night? Well, first the free throw is wiped off that Worley makes because Bowen goes inside the arc. Then they have a wide open layup, and Gillespie elects not to shoot it and misses the first free throw. It's going to be a one-possession game no matter what after this free throw.
It was a 2-on-0.
I don't know.
If you're his teammate, go over there, you foul him, take the ball in.
If it's a 4-point lead, yeah, I get it. Then you just spin out and burn some time. But no. Take the layup, make it a 4-point game, and then you basically got it in the books.
And now you can feel the reaction from the crowd as you're going to the free throw line.
Oh, yeah.
Nerves have shot through the ceiling. Yeah. Maybe this timeout was the best thing for him.
And Bowling Green knows they've got a chance to win no matter what, or at least a chance to tie no matter what happens on this free throw. 24 seconds.
A lot of time, too.
Absolutely. So what can Gillespie do with this second free throw? He's there by himself. It's up, and it's good. So he makes 1 out of 2. He'll take a seat. Carson will come in for him. So Bowling Green needing a 3 with 24 seconds to go. I guess if they can dribble in and get a 2 quickly, then foul, they'll take that to extend this game. Let's see what happens. Worley's going to throw it into Callahan. He'll drive in for the layup. It's up and good. And the clock stopped for some unknown reason. Yeah. Let's see what the deal is. A timeout? I wondered why the clock stopped. Nobody could hear the whistle. Well, let's take one more break. It's a 30-second timeout, 1-point game. You listen to the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green tournament action on Eagle 102 brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix, Kearns Construction, and Jim Harton and Sue Bowen, financial advisors with Ameriprise Financial Services.
Don't let winter stop you from looking ahead to spring. Eolia Landscape Supply knows that fall cleanup is still underway when weather cooperates. Whether it's getting rid of leaves or cutting back shrubs to allow for new growth, Eolia Landscape is also available when you want a new design, fresh mulch, or maybe a new rock bed. They carry several types and sizes of rocks, and they're there to help if you're a do-it-yourselfer or need some assistance. Located at 290 North Old Highway 61 in Eolia. Visit their Facebook page for specials. Let Eolia Landscape Supply and Show Me Landscape Design help meet all your landscaping.
16.5 to play. Winfield to get it in bounds. They get it to Reeves, and he's immediately fouled, and I'm going to talk over the commercial.
Yeah, that was an accident.
So they get it in bounds. Reeves is fouled with 15.2 seconds. So that's what we said. If they could get an easy layup, take it, then foul and try and extend the game. Let's see if Reeves can make some free throws. He was 0 for his last 2, 1 for his last 4. He'll get 2 here. Foul was on Bowen, his 3rd. Reeves at the line. First one's on its way, and good. It rattled around, hit the backboard, and dropped. He'll get a second. Carson returns for Gillespie. Back comes the offensive squad for Bowling Green. Dieters, Niemeyer, and Callahan. Second free throw by Reeves. Spins it and fires with the right hand. It's good. So back to a 3-point lead, down to 13 seconds. Worley to the head of the key, stops and pops from 3 off the backboard, no good. We've got a tie up with the rebound, and on the alternating arrow, it's going to go to Winfield. 6.7 seconds to play in the ball game. So Winfield will have it underneath the Bowling Green basket with 6.7 ticks to go, leading by 3. Worley had an open look, just couldn't get it to go from the head of the key. Gillespie comes back in for Carson. I'm guessing they don't want Carson at the free throw line. So Schutte will throw it in bounds. Bowling Green's got to have a steal and a quick 3 with 6.7 to play. Schutte gets it into Reeves, and they're going to foul him immediately, 5.7. So we'll walk the other way, and Bryant Reeves can put it into all the mystery with 2 free throws here. Actually, with 1. He can make it a 2-possession game and make life very difficult on the Bobcats. Reeves, where's number 10? Aims and fires with the right hand, in and out, no good. There's still life in the Bobcats. They're on life support, but they've still got a chance. And Coach Brian Keim wants to take a timeout. 54-51, 5.7 to play. It's a full timeout. It's the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Coverage of the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Prairie's Edge Garden Center and Ann Lane Boutique.
Don't let winter stop you from looking ahead to spring. Eolia Landscape Supply knows that fall cleanup is still underway when weather cooperates. Whether it's getting rid of leaves or cutting back shrubs to allow for new growth, Eolia Landscape is also available when you want a new design, fresh mulch, or maybe a new rock bed. They carry several types and sizes of rocks, and they're there to help if you're a do-it-yourselfer or need some assistance. Located at 290 North Old Highway 61 in Eolia. Visit their Facebook page for specials. Let Eolia Landscape Supply and Show Me Landscape Design help meet all your landscaping needs.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Outlaw Lawn and Landscaping, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Twin Pike Family YMCA.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
5.7 seconds to play, 54-51. Bryant Reeves at the free throw line with 1 shot. He can make it a 2-possession game with this free throw. The free throw's up and good. He makes it, and that's going to make life challenging on the Bobcats. Worley into the front court, shoots up a wild three. It's off the glass, no good. Shooting with the rebound, and that'll do it for the ball game. Your score, the Winfield Warriors 55, the Bowling Green Bobcats 51. The post-game show is next on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to the Eagle 102 Game of the Week. The post-game show, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops, is coming up next.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Hi, folks. This is Eric Schaefer. With sports season upon us, be treated like the pros. If your athlete has experienced an injury during a game or practice, let our experienced sports medicine team at Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy Department get them back to play. We have 2 locations to better serve our community: Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy and Sports Medicine in Louisiana and Bowling Green. Pike County Memorial Hospital. Community owned, nationally known.
Let Bowling Green Insurance be your crop insurance specialist. Bowling Green Insurance Agency and NAU Country Insurance Company provides farmers with superior crop insurance protection and the fast, friendly service their customers deserve. Call Fred Carlson or Jackie Mayer at 573-324-CROP or stop by their office at 310 Business Highway 61 South, Bowling Green, to discuss a protection plan that is right for your farming operation. NAU Country Insurance Company and Bowling Green Insurance are an equal opportunity provider.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Time for the Eagle 102 post-game show, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Welcome back to Bowling Green High School, the 95th annual Bowling Green Invitational, and we've had 2 upsets. The top 2 seeds go down here in the championship side of the bracket as the Winfield Warriors, a 3 seed, upset Bowling Green by the final score of 55-51. Let's take a look at the scoring for you. For the victorious Winfield Warriors, they're led by Cannon Schutte with 20, 13 for Bryant Reeves, 6 for Charlie Rhodes, 5 for Cole Sams, 3 each for Nolan Rikers, Austin Carson, and DJ Gillespie, and 2 for Seth Wilder. They were 16 for 25 from the free throw line, led by as many as 12 in the game, that in the second half. Bowling Green made a game of it, but couldn't quite get over the hump. 12 turnovers for the Warriors. For the Bobcats, they were led by Gavin Dieters with 17, Cameron Worley with 13, 10 for George Niemeyer, 5 for Austin Callahan, 4 for Michael Starks, and 2 for Deontay Fleming. 7 for 19 from the free throw line for the Bobcats, although they shot a little better in the final couple of minutes of that game to nearly catch up. They only turned it over 7 times, or 6 times I should say, in the game. Their only lead was 2. That was early on in the ball game. So no Bowling Green tournament magic for the Bobcats.
Not tonight. And, we were all expecting the last 2 tournament champions to meet on Saturday night. We didn't expect it to be in the 3rd place game. As Van Far and Bowling Green will meet the 1 against 2 for 3rd place in this tournament.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that during the commercial break. We're going to have the matchups that we thought we'd have on Saturday night. It's just going to be in different parts of the bracket. Of course, we mentioned in the pregame, Winfield made it to the championship game of the Clopton tournament, so they've got a good club. They raised their record to 11-5 on the season, while Bowling Green drops to 10-7. Let's take a break, and we'll be back to wrap things up here, tell you about tomorrow night and Saturday night as well. You're listening to the Bowling Green Invitational on Eagle 102.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Marshall Chevrolet, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer, along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services. Bank on your own terms with Freedom checking from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Home data rates may apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom checking from Bank of Louisiana.
Time for the Eagle 102 post-game show, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Going through the results from tonight, Bowling Green falls to Winfield 55-51. It was Clopton over Van Far 63-58. Those are the two championship bracket games. And over in the middle school gym, it was North Callaway over Silex 59-46, and Louisiana all over Ellsbury 42-9 was the final on that one. So that sets up championship night for the boys on Saturday. North Callaway and Louisiana 5 against 6 for consolation at 4 o'clock. 5:30 will be the third place game between Van Far and Bowling Green, and then Clopton and Winfield at 7 o'clock for the tournament championship, 4 against 3. Tomorrow we'll have ladies championship night, starting with the consolation game at 4:30 between the Silex Lady Owls and the Van Far Lady Indians. Then the third place game between Ellsbury and North Callaway. That's a 2 against 4 matchup at 5:30, and then at 7:15 is the scheduled tip. I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit later than that, but we'll have Clopton and Bowling Green 1 versus 3 for the tournament championship.
Should be a good night of basketball tomorrow night. Had a good night of basketball here tonight. We expected 2 good games, kind of weird games the way it all played out, and of course upsets. But we mentioned in the pregame, these top 4 seeds in this tournament pretty evenly matched, and not a whole lot separating them in terms of who they've played and what their records were, and that's certainly played out to be the case here tonight with Clopton and Winfield making it to the championship game on Saturday night.
Definitely. Congratulations to Coach Keim and to Coach Francis on getting their teams into the title game. And like you said, we've got the matchups we wanted or thought we were going to have, just not in the correct order here on Saturday to round out this 95th Invitational.
Well, and Coach Keim and Coach Francis will have plenty teachable moments about how to hang on to pretty good sized leads, as both of them, even though they ended up out on top, had big leads, but had to fight to the end to secure the victory, and they were both able to do so. So congratulations to them.
And just one more point, the way both of these coaches are able to use their benches, man, they can go 7, even maybe 8 deep if they really have to.
Yeah.
So it's really going to create some fun matchups in that championship
actually,
game.
Winfield at one time in that game had 4 starters on the bench and played a good part of that third quarter and got their starters some good rest and got quality minutes out of those guys. So they go 9 deep pretty solid. And Winfield, or check that, Bowling Green's not so much different in that regard either. They go 7 or 8 deep as well.
Yep, I like watching both of those teams playing. It should be a good championship coming up on Saturday. All right, we'll wrap it up here from Bowling Green on a Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow night for Ladies Championship night and Saturday for the Men's Championships as we continue coverage of the Bowling Green Invitational here on Eagle 102. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to high school basketball on KJFM Radio. Eagle 102 Sports coverage of high school hoops was brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Bank of Louisiana, Calumet of Missouri, Eolia Landscaping Supply, Hankey Construction, Bowling Green Chevrolet, the Bibb Beach Funeral Homes LLC, and Collier Funeral Home, Cellular and Satellite Center, Bowling Green Tractor, Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Bank of Missouri, Kathy Clean, J&D Tire and Auto, Meyer Implement Company, County Market in Louisiana, Craig's Truck and Tractor Service, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, the Bowling Green Insurance Agency, Family Drug in Louisiana, the Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center, by Ingram Plumbing, the Airyback Life Team, Liggins Flooring, Old Tops Pawn Shop, Midwest Pest Professionals, Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, Outlaw Lawn and Landscaping, Pam Todd Watts Realty, People's Bank and Trust, Perkins Electrical Service, Young Enterprises Incorporated, All Parts in Louisiana, Pike County Mutual Insurance, B&B Automotive, Spring Hollow Coffee, the Mercantile Bank of Louisiana, Mike's Tire Service, by Pike County Memorial Hospital, and by Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate. Listen all season for high school basketball, right here on your area sports leader, Eagle 102.